Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How is everyone doing? Hey, Obodo fam. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm starting a bit earlier than the time that I programmed the show for. I wasn't quite sure when I will be free tonight. I had a really busy day, but thanking God for life, for good health, for strength. We are here as usual. Hey, beautiful people. I can see you, my Wudu fam. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing? Can you hear me? Nick Deji, hey, Princess. Angela, Ife Inwa, welcome. The Tolly family. Welcome, Cynthia. How are you? Can you guys hear me? Good evening, good evening. Yeah, I hope you are well. Daddy, what came true? Yes, I know you guys want to talk about that briefly. Yes, so I'm just okay. I know we'll have to talk about it, right? I was expecting that oh, the farm are not just going to allow that matter to go. We must talk about how Daddy what came true. Oh my God, yes, it did come true. Thank you, everybody. Sam Olu, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome, everybody. I see you. I heard you. Thank you so much for joining. Please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up as you are coming in. And if you've not subscribed, please do so. Love, love. You said you were so happy. Yeah, he did. He came true. Honestly, it was so nice. And incidentally, he had such a good time. He enjoyed himself so much. I think he even enjoyed himself more than me. When it was time for us to go, he didn't even want to go. He was like, let's stay some more now. I said, Look at the person that didn't want to go. Now you're enjoying too much. You don't want to go home. Let's go. There's work tomorrow. Oh my God. And then he started saying, okay, that you will take me out this weekend. I said, now we juju be this. Now we juju be this. I said, this weekend, weekend is already here. Oh yeah, it was really nice, guys. I mean, you don't know the little things that make people happy, women especially. If only men knew. It's not the money that you give us. We like the money, we'll collect it. It's not kerewa. Kerewa is good, but you know, all those moments, the little things, it goes a long way. And if I tell you guys the response to that video has gotten a lot of response. Like people are literally sending me messages, telling me on Instagram, on WhatsApp that I need to do a part two. Hmm. In fact, a friend reached out to me this evening and said, Brie, I really, really admire you. Thank you for being vulnerable and not hiding things. Some people in your position would have just, they'll be smiling and pretending. But because of your vulnerability, people are talking. And she was telling me how she shared it in her, the church WhatsApp group and to other family members that are going through separation and different issues in their marriage because of this same lack of emotional satisfaction. Hmm? Thank you so much, Feiwa. Thank you. It's a big deal, though. She was telling me that we should do part two, that she would like to come on the show. So I think we're going to have a part two of that lack of intimacy and, emotional satisfaction in marriages, loneliness in marriage. I think we'll have a part two. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. The video is doing so well. I can see everybody is so happy. All the comments are so positive. Oh, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I was telling Daddy that all of you were rooting for him. Oh, he was laughing. Did you see the way he was saying that he carries me every day? He carries me in his heart. That he takes me out every day. He takes me in his heart. He is. He's very, very humble. Oh yeah, Angela. Yeah, that's one quality that I like about him. Is over humble. If there's anything like that, he's very, very humble. Very, very. There's no outer of pride in him at all. Mm-mm. There's no outer of pride. We thank God. It was a very nice moment. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves, and I've just been like I'm walking on sunshine since yesterday. I've just been bubbling. I'm happy. Everybody can see the difference in me. I called him today as a good wife and I thanked him again. I said, you see, I'm happy. Thank you for coming through. It really meant a lot to me. And was like, whoa, okay, okay. Yeah. So thanks, guys. I knew I would have to say something about it before we start the show tonight. Yeah, yeah. Nina says, yeah, Auntie B of life. Please congratulate Daddy Wa for us. Oh. Look how he was so shocked on how the little act made so much difference. Yeah, it did make a lot of difference. It does. These are the little things that count. And unfortunately, married people, especially if you've been married for a long time, we tend to forget. We tend to forget. We had a long conversation and yeah, things are going to be different going forward, and I'm really really happy. I feel very positive. I am in a good place, and even if it means arranging it, I'm going to arrange it. Just let's go somewhere. mm. Yeah, so that's why I had so much fun. Oh, Cynthia, you should see him. He was bubbly. He can be so charming when he wants to be. You see him cracking jokes, and he will just be making me laugh. Yeah. Oh dear, Uni said, Auntie B, I laughed so hard when Daddy was said he carries you everywhere in his heart. Abio. Somebody in the comment section of that show said, Auntie B, why are you complaining that Daddy Wa doesn't take you out when he carries you in his heart everywhere? I say, Binu, me too, I didn't know. I'm just finding out now. I didn't know that he carried me. I didn't know he carried me in his heart. Oh, hey, me. Oh dear. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you for all the lovely comments on that show. It was so nice. It was really, really nice. We had a good time. It was really, really nice. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it's the little things that matter. They count to us women. You know. And if you want to get the best out of your wife, these are just the little things that you need to do. Very little things that you need to do. And you'll be surprised how even the most difficult woman, or the woman that is doing agidi, she will just be smiling sheepishly and be submitting and everything. Yeah, it's amazing. It's just, I wish men understood women a bit more. Honestly, we are not that hard though. Honestly, very little things matter to us. Hmm. Okay, now let's get on with it. Let's get on with the show today. Thank you everybody for being here. We are here to talk about Senator Ike Ekremadu tonight. That is who we are here to discuss. This actually happened last week, but I didn't have time to get to it. And I know that we've done these shows repeatedly in the past where we talked about this man, and so it follows that we should follow up now with what is happening to him. I was asking a while ago that where is he? I thought maybe they've released him quietly and he sneaked back to Nigeria or wherever, because there was nothing about it in the news. I did see that his wife and the daughter were in court last week. Yeah, but I didn't know that the man is still here. He's still here. Thank you so much, Bola. Super proud of Auntie B and Daddy Wa. Daddy Wa means business now. Daddy Wa is taking it serious now. He's taking it very serious now. I'm gonna be arranging it. I don't even mind. I don't mind. I don't want it to go back to how it was before, because I was waiting for him to arrange it. So now I'll arrange it, and I will go to church more. I said I can't commit to everyday church, but at least in a week I will go, even if it's Sunday. I will try and go every Sunday. But I can't go there. I can't go daily. If I go daily, no more show. Chef, I will see. If I go every day, no more Obodo Farm, no more shows. If you agree, then okay. It's gonna be too hectic because we have the show, we have work. Don't forget, two teenage children at home still. No, not two teenage, one adult and one teenage. Toby is 18 now. Cooking, cleaning, and all that. He all rest on me. Oh, that's why he's complete traditional man. You know the way he said it that he's traditional man. He is. Oh, he is. He doesn't cook. He doesn't cook. He doesn't do any house chores at all. Not now, not never. He doesn't. So I still have to pick up all that, and I'm happy to do it. I've been doing it, but that church daily, no, I can't commit to it, but I'm going to try, especially when Daddy has preaching outside, our local church. Right. Thank you, everybody. Yes. So, hey. All right. All right. All right. Shaliwa, he said, no, please go with him to church. Shaliwa, can you go to church every day? You can go to church if I go to church every day, no more show. It's evening church, oh, that service starts around 7. Hmm. Every day. No, only work. That cannot work. And we have to be sensible about it now. I don't want to promise. I don't like promising things that I cannot do. I'm a woman of my word. I'm a woman of integrity. I'm a woman of timber and caliber. So what I cannot do, I don't promise. Oh, no, I can't promise to that. Eunice said, "Auntie B, I like the way you balance your professional life, career, and family. Great job, Mama. It's not an easy thing, but God is helping us. You know what? With God, there is nothing that is impossible. The Holy Spirit helps us all the time. Honestly, thank you. All right, let's get on with this show. Don't worry, we're going to revisit the issue of all this issue of marriage and loneliness and not having emotional satisfaction. We have a part 2 of that show, so we can talk about it in details, right? Because this show is not about it. I even have a guest that is coming on that show because apparently this is a very big thing. I mean, I was reflecting on it today and I was just saying, thank you, Holy Spirit. Sometimes when you feel in a certain kind of way and something comes to your heart that you want to share, you might feel like it's too personal. I mean, it's always a struggle. Uh, you know, it's always a struggle for if you have a platform for you to determine what to share and what not to share because information is power. Believe you me, when some people have information about you, they use it against you. And that's why some content creators, some YouTubers never share any aspect of their private life. They don't. Okay. I like to share a little bit because it's good to know a little bit more about the person that, especially because of the kind of community that we created here, where we talk about marriage and personal issues. People come here and they pour out their hearts. We talk about marriage, we talk about Mongo Parks and all that. Thank you so much, Brother Patrick. I saw your comment. I'm going to tell Daddy what you said. God bless you, sir. I really appreciate that. So it's always like you need to balance it. So I did share a little bit of my personal life, you know, but not so much because the show is not about me. But that particular day, I was just feeling a burden in my heart and I was very, very unhappy. And I'm the kind of person that I am, I wear my heart in my sleeve. I'm sure a lot of you know that about me already. I'm not a pretentious person. I don't know how to pretend. Some people, if something is doing them, you will never know. You will not know. They won't say it. It won't show in their body language. They will not react. They will just be normal. Well, not me. Oh. If anything happens, if you just see me, you will know. I will say it. And I'm very verbal with my feelings. I don't hide feelings. I share a lot. You know, I share a lot when I'm going through something and something is disturbing me. I have to tell someone. Some people don't like sharing their pain. They just keep quiet. All my friends, they know me. I share. I will tell you, this is the thing that is worrying me. I cannot be keeping quiet, smiling, suffering and smiling. Nah, 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 nah. That's not me. I can't do it though. I just can't. I don't know how to pretend. So, so it was something that it was kind of should you share? And a friend of mine incidentally called me before that show and said, and I said, this is what I'm going to share. I'm going to talk about that. And I was like, no, please don't talk about him. Oh, breathe, don't. I said, Kilode, it's not my husband. It was so funny. But I'm glad I did share it. I'm glad I shared it because it's helping a lot of people now to reach out to me to say, to be so I share this thing is a major problem in marriages. And they want to talk about it. And the whole purpose of talking about it is so that our uncles, our husbands, our brothers, our sons who are married can learn that these are the little things that accumulate sometimes and can lead to separation and divorce. Even if people don't divorce, they end up living separate lives and the woman will be depressed. Sometimes it's the men that will be depressed. Yet you are married. You'll be like strangers. It's not good. Kuda, kuda. We need that emotional connection. If there's an emotional disconnect in a marriage, it's not good. So yeah, we'll have a part two coming up soon. All right, let's get back to the story of Ekremadu. Somebody said something about Channel 4. Did I miss that comment? That Channel 4 did something about him? Okay, yeah, it's Nina. Nina Dean said Channel 4 usually covers the Ekremadu story, and for a while they haven't covered it. I was wondering also what's the issue with them now. Okay, I don't even watch TV, so I don't even know. I don't watch TV at all. The only person that watches TV in this house is Daddy, and it's CNN he usually watches. I don't watch TV at all. If I want to watch any bit of TV, maybe a movie on Netflix or just watch Nigerian films. I like Yoruba films a lot, so I watch them on YouTube whenever I have a little bit of me time. So the story is that Ekremadu, let me just read it out to you guys so that we have a bit of more context about this. That the federal government has taken over 40 properties. 40, my people. Hey, when I heard this, I could not believe it. One human being has 40 properties and they've secured an interim for future order. And it just tells the story of how an Abuja, it says an Abuja Federal High Court, issued an order of interim for future of 4 landed properties belonging to former Senate President Ike Kremadu. And this is how they say the properties. This is where they say they are 10 of those properties are in Enugu, 3 are in the United States of America, USA, 2 are in the United Kingdom, 1 in Lagos, 9 in Dubai. Hey, these politicians don't finish us for Nigeria. They don't finish us. This man actually has 9 solid properties in Dubai and he has 15 houses in Abuja. Hey, my people, do the math. It's 40. I did the math already. One person, you are not from UAE, you are not from that part of the world. How did you get money to buy 9 properties in Dubai? Dubai that is so expensive. Politicians don't finish that country. That our country, politicians don't finish and they don't finish Nigeria. My people, they don't finish Nigeria. Eh? Only you, all these properties, only you. Just imagine that. Imagine. So another article was telling us about how they were not showing us the properties, right? They were showing us the properties now, how, you know, how all the places that the properties are located. My people, all these politicians, Nigerian politicians, and it's not the only one, no. We are only talking about him now because TLOD is his own now that is out there. All of them are roughen, like properly corrupt. So these are the properties you can see. So this was following that report that 40 of his properties, they're seeking an order to take them. So when the EFCC now released photos of the 40 properties, only one person. The greed that these people have, my people, the greed, the level of greed that these politicians have, the level of greed, my people. You see life, so life no balance now. And as expression say, why the properties no give in picking kidney? Life na bicycle. You never hear am before. Na bicycle. Na be this life. When Nigeria say life no balance, my people see houses everywhere. This one is Enugu, the one on my top right hand. Look at houses, only you. I mean, the level of greed that these people have, eh? 40 properties. Now, the ones where they know, I'm sure there's more. And it's not only him, oh, now so all of them. If deputy Senate president get this one, how many Senate president gets? You can imagine. Why? Why are Nigerian politicians so corrupt? See the ones in Abuja. No, see the houses. Durumi district, plot 904. These are the ones we know. Why are Nigerian politicians so damn corrupt? This is a country that doesn't have, in 2022, mm, there is no electricity, no 24 hours electricity. ASU recently went on strike for close to 1 year. These people have been in power. It's not today. Oh. Do they care? They send their own children abroad now to go to school. So what is their problem? They don't care. It's the average person that is suffering. Average person is suffering. But these politicians continue to amass wealth. They continue to amass wealth, like stupendous wealth. My goodness. Only one person. Now this is the ones that we know. These are the ones we know. A country where there is no employment, nothing. You see, when they go to the Senate, all these ones that are senators, let's not even start. They are all corrupt, from the governors to the president to the vice president, all of them. Now, so all of them are corrupt. No wonder when they want to get into politics, they do everything within their power to get into office. They know why. Because there's no way that you can see people are so desperate to become leaders, to become politicians, to become senators or governors. It's because they know that it's government money. They are going there to steal. Oh, Lelobade. These ones are in Gwagwalada. See houses. Only you. These are the ones we know. From governor, deputy governor, senate, senator, house of rep. Look at the other day. I saw that they said that somebody brought money during a campaign to support. Is it article? How many of you saw that? Eh? Why are Nigerian politicians so bloody corrupt, my people? Auntie B, Latu said, Auntie B, Ekremedu bought almost half of Enugu town. These are not the real censors of his houses. Eh? I believe you. I believe you, my dear. Like, these people have no hearts. They don't have any hearts. And it's not only the women, the men alone, no. She will say that if it's men alone, will say, okay, let's try women. Ah, who can forget the former petroleum minister, what she did? That one, the way she stole her own will enter the Guinness Book of Records. What's her name? That woman that came to hide here now. And you know the thing that is most painful about this whole situation? They do this and they get away with it. They do it and they get away. Hereta and say God will judge them all. The way God judges them, I don't know whether God even judges them, to be honest. I don't know. They will be in that Senate. The Zeni is the one that petroleum minister that stole. I mean, the way Nigeria is, Nigeria doesn't need to be in the situation where that country is now. With all the money and everything that we have. So these few politicians just go there, they share it. The remaining one is civil servants that share it all. It's between politicians and civil servants. In fact, if you are not stealing, now you know, sure you won't carry the country for your head, Abi. Now you'd be the solution. They don't get away with it. Till today, where is the jail that Desiani is? Did they even try her? So, I mean, what I want to find out tonight is, do you think this is because they want justice? Because, I mean, Don't forget that they are all stealing. Oh, it's not only him. Oh, why is it that? Is it because Kremadu is in trouble now with the law here in the UK because of the kidney problem? When they carry and put for jail, say he bring somebody come organ something. Is that why? Do you think that they are just maybe somebody is after him now? Because it's like, oh, what are they trying to do? Because all these people, including the ESCC, all of them, only one, they are all stealing blue. Nigeria is a place where you go there because you want to steal enough for yourself and your generation. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. ASU was on strike to close to 1 year. That man called Ngige, who is the Minister of Labor, closed his eyes and said, because all his children are abroad. When I was in Nigeria, Ngige was just coming. Ngige was coming up. Then he wasn't even a governor then. I remember he ran. Once upon a time, that was far back to 90, which year? 90 Bororo. Ó ti pẹ́ gan. Yeah. Why is Desieni not in jail? Why is she not being tried? All these politicians just steal and they get away with it. What is the incentive for them to stop? So, I mean, the interesting thing I want to find out about on this show today is that eh, EFCC former boss is in Kuje prison, Lobaton. Did they send him to prison too? If the person where they cash thief, be thief. So, hmm? What is the, I mean, Nigerian matter, it's always very disheartening to talk about it. I tell you, it not be easy conversation. So the person we're supposed to catch thief, himself na thief. So where we want start from? ESCC, ESCC, the boss of ESCC. It was when ESCC started that they heard that they had some credibility. Now everybody for there they chop clean mouth. They chop clean mouth. How greedy are these politicians? So I mean, what I'm asking tonight is that why do you think all this is coming out now about Ike? Senator Ike Kremadu. Is it because he's in jail here in the UK because he got into trouble? Is somebody after his property? Did they want to take it from him because he's already in problem with the law here? Or this is just poetic justice? Hmm? Why are people so greedy? How can people be so greedy? Is there something that is innate in us as Nigerians to be greedy? Or I don't understand. Is it in our DNA to be greedy? Or is it because that we live in a diaspora and is that why we see things differently? Because we see the way the systems of government run over here, the way government is, and the way the world operates here, that people go into let me tell you about Boris Johnson. As much as I don't like that man, I don't like him because I like Berini. I don't like him at all. Do you know Boris Johnson, when his wife kicked him out for cheating, and as at that time he was already a mayor in London. He was the mayor of London before he became prime minister. So he was cheating and his wife kicked him out. He used to ride bicycle everywhere around in London. And this is somebody that is from it's not from a poor family. They are from upper upper middle class family. That's where they come from. Somebody that went to all these prestigious Eton University. That's this kind of schools they all went. So they all come from money, right? But he was riding bicycle. He was living with his girlfriend. The girlfriend that he cheated with, he was living. And why Oyibo man so simple? Where be say black man now to thief. Now we sabi. That's the question I just want to ask today. Why it be say black people too they greedy? Why are we so greedy? We know they get hearts. Mary say it's not in our DNA, it's greed. We don't even they get heart to think about the country. You elect people, they go there, and all they think about is stealing. So now Boris just say, wife, make her finish the story quickly, make her not forget. His wife kick her out because I like Berry, he shag Berry. He cheat on his wife. Now his wife kick her out. You know, so you know they take one bagba kuba. Not be Nigerian women, they take nonsense. He not take. If you try anything, you're out. Your wife throw away things outside. That was his third, second marriage. Now he go, you know what Boris Johnson do? He go stay with his girlfriend for Camberwell. Those of you in London or in the UK know where Camberwell is, South London. It's not a good area that is a posh area or anything like that. Camberwell. When he became prime minister, he was still living there. Now one day when he and his wife come fight, I don't know what happened. They were living in a flat in Camberwell. Now when he and his wife come fight, now they come. When he became prime minister, he moved to number 10, obviously. But as he was a mayor in London, he was still living there. And they said that one day, newspaper come carry and say one day he and his wife, he and the girlfriend, that time he had not married her. Remember, he went to number 10 as a divorced, Abby, separated man. They drive her out. Eh? They drive her out. His wife drive her out. So when it comes to say anything what they do for them, say people they record and they take picture everything for Camberwell, say the area no they secure before you can't go buy house. Can't go buy gated house. Not that he doesn't have the money. I'm talking about priority. These people, their priority is different. You will just see Oyibo man all in life. Now climate change, you go take out the fights. Say this world in 10 years in 20 years this world no go there here again they go they fight for climate change. They go there, go stand for pole. They go hit through. They go put themselves for highway. Say motor no go pass in protest. Why be say we know the guy with those kind of geologists to even think about our country? Say, okay, one day, make we even protest, make we get electricity 24 hours, basic things. Mm? So, what's it be in name? Ingige, Minister of what did they call him? Is he employment or what did they call that? Labor and productivity. He leave ASU for house. If you check Ingige now, say there so that man, if you check him, all the one when he don't thief since when he be Shebi he was governor one time. What was the position? I know he had one position in the east. All of them are thief they be. From Tinubu to Fashola to all of them to Lucky Benedion to all of them they thief, they steal to Adam Soshomole. Why is it that black people know they think about progress of their people? Not only their pockets that they think of why. Eh? Neka, you know they hear all the news about climate change, protesters. Some people one day they listen to LBC and they go work. Now this woman call into the show. Now you tell the presenter say, as I dey here, so I don't go jail 4 times because of protest. Now James O'Brien tell and say you go jail. Now be say you flaunt court order. He say yes, so he say that court order say na rubbish. Say the court say make they no protest. Say in protest, they can't go jail. In protest again 4 times. They go jail, come back. You don't care. And she's saying it with pride because they believe in something. They believe in something that is greater than themselves. Which is the greater good? Why is it that our people know they ever believe in something that is the greater good? Think about the country for once. But okay, how and they talk of electricity because now that one here, Kamilara, because I believe that if Nigeria has stable electricity, uninterrupted power supply, some people can create mini businesses for themselves. Ngige was governor in Anambra State. Thank you, people. Ngige, when he did there, so if you go shake him, wait till he thief from Anambra State to Senate or wherever. I know he was in whether Senate or he was in Senate. That's how they do now. From state, like Adam Soshomole, they will go to state to become governor. From there, they will go to Senate. Then from Senate, they become minister. From minister, then they become president or vice. Why is it that Oyibo man, the average Oyibo person, they think long term? They will think about the environment. They will think about their society, living their blueprint. They will think about longevity. Why be say we now make we take our 10 hands, make we just shop. It don't matter what happen. Make we just shop. Only you 40 properties. They say somebody say if buy the whole of Enugu, say all this one with the see self say it's nothing. Like ESCC properly self no even know where in properties they. Because even the ESCC self native they be. Yeah. But me, you guys have been saying it in the news, right? They were protesting. These people, oh, chai. When they believe in something, they will fight for the right of that thing with all their lives. We, as Dudu, I feel like we are so myopic in what we need. We was always about me, 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 me. Let me get enough for myself. Let me get for my children. Let me get for my grandchildren. Oh, my family. I'll give them appointment. This same Ekremadu, all his children went to school abroad. You have 9 houses in Dubai. Only you. You have in UK. You have in US. Only you. If they ask Ekremadu now, pay, you were a Senate, a deputy Senate president all the years that what did you what is your achievement? What did you go see talk? How many bills did you succeed? How has your being in the Senate impacted on the life of the ordinary person in Enugu State? What did you go see talk? Why? Ṣé wọ́n fi ṣe wá ni? Why? Why are we like this? I would like to know. I want to know. Only you just they amass wealth, they amass wealth, they amass wealth. You go to this car, amass wealth. Only you. And it's not like this poverty is not on their faces, oh. They see this poverty every day. They see people suffering. They see women, widows all over the place. They see children begging on the streets of major cities in Nigeria. Children that cannot afford to go to school. They see the poverty in the land. Yet it doesn't touch them. When there is so much poverty in the land, you are busy buying houses up and down. I'm not saying that people shouldn't own things. Obviously, they earn really outrageous salary. Nigerian politicians earn the most. Their salaries, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. How do you steal so much without giving back nothing? How? How can a country ever survive with so many thieves stealing from the same pot? Now be this oil money. Now Buhari they borrow right, left, and center. You go China, go borrow. The other day I hear say go one country. Which country they say go? One middle east country go borrow. Who go pay all this debt? Where did they borrow so? You don't even think about paying it back. Now only to borrow, 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 borrow. Now they think about an oil country, a country that produces oil. All the oil money, what they can do? Hmm? Wow. So are we to say that it's karma? What is happening to him now? Or this is just people that are witch hunting him because he's in problem now? I don't know how they can sleep at night. The level of greed is too much. How can few people have so much and so many people have so little? Or they have nothing? Few people they've stolen so much, and the rest, let's say 10% of the country have so much. They are so rich with all these their houses in everywhere, Dubai, in America, in the UK, everywhere they can hide money. Hmm? But the majority, 90% of people are suffering. People are suffering. Food in Nigeria today, in 2022, is still a luxury. To eat food, food, ordinary food. Go dey see people they beg up and down to eat food. Things as come. If somebody no fit eat food, he no see food eat, it thief. And na that one they pay me pass. You go see the ones where they no see food eat, where they thief. Just because they are hungry. Now those ones that they beat, so you go see them like this, they'll carry them come out. They go say they thief. Now hunger make them. But this ones when they be babanla, ogbologbo, ole, they go leave them. They go free them. Person go thief loaf for bread, go thief garri, you go see them for social media. And because even poor people say they are not nice. That's the truth. Now they hit one another pass. No, no, what kind of person will go thief bread? If person go thief bread, now, does that not tell you that the person is hungry? If you want to be a good Samaritan, pay for the bread so that the owner doesn't lose money. Not that I'm saying it's good to steal, but somebody that steals food, it tells you that they are hungry. It's desperation. There's too much that land there called Nigeria. I don't know. I mean, we're having a discussion yesterday night when we're having dinner with my in-laws, and I was asking my brother-in-law, he's a medical doctor, and I was asking him about he's very interested in Nigeria, and I was asking him about the elections. He heard what he said. He's very, very interested in Nigeria. He even was even telling us that, he's very, very interested in the Labour Party and everything that, all the things he wants to do for the Labour Party. But is there hope? Is there even redemption for Nigeria? Because now everybody is hooking they are putting their hope on Peter Obi. But Peter Obi is just one man. He's just one man. Mhm. All the people, this is how they put their hope on Buhari, Bubu. 8 years ago, they said, Jonathan is too corrupt. And they remember Buhari from when he was there. He's a politician that is 10 with, he's not corrupt. He doesn't steal. He will fix Nigeria. What was that slogan that he was using? What he wanted to do. 8 years later, what has he done? Bubu did nothing. In fact, people are convinced that Bubu that was shaking the hand of Prince Charles 2 days ago, I'm still calling him Prince, King Charles, is not the original Bubu. Some Igbo people will convince you till tomorrow that is, what's that name they gave him? Is it Shehu or Musa? Jibril. They will say it's a replica. It's Jibril. That Bubu is gone to be with his Allah ages ago. My people, why are our politicians so great? Why are Nigerians so great? Let me put it that way, because if we say politicians alone, Shebi is ordinary. Hey, Jibril of Sudan, God bless you, D. It's Jibril of Sudan. They say it's from Sudan. That they cloned him. Honestly, I used to think it's conspiracy theory, because me too, I'm beginning to consider it and that it might be true. What did he do? He didn't do nothing. Nothing. The corruption that he was supposed to fight, now corruption is even higher now than when he was there. So the EFCC chairman is in jail for corruption. Mhm. I belong, hey, Temilade, God bless you. I belong to no one, I belong to everyone. And all that talk. They say, it's worried that this boy against indiscipline. He and Idiagbon. Maybe it's Idiagbon that was the brain behind the Buhari. Maybe that's what Nigerians didn't even realize. He ruled as a military ruler with Idi Agbon. Idi Agbon was his second in command. Maybe he was the brain behind it, because this boo that we see now is Korofoni. Kosi kankan. Korofoni. Korofola Soni. I belong to no one. I belong to anyone. I belong to everyone. So, I mean, I'm managing my expectation. Ola is always telling us about managing our expectations, and I'm learning that in every area. So, as much as I like Peter Obi, he's the best among the lot. I'm managing my expectation, because this is Nigeria. Again, when he gets there, is he going to deliver? Why are our people so corrupt? Why? Proper zombie. Somebody say na zombie be. Is zombie sef even better? Zombie still gets no road where they go. This one no road. If you touch am like this, you go do 3D. You go just do 360 round. Why are our people so corrupt? And most importantly, I'm sharing my link if you have anything to say. I'm going to end, so we're not going to stay long. Do you think bringing out the Great Madu now and talking about all the property and everything he stole when he was in office, is this just people being mean to him because he's in trouble in the UK now? Or is this poetic justice? What do you think? I want to hear from you. Join the conversation. My link is in the comment section. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up. Very, very important that occasionally we have these conversations, because whether we like it or not, last, Nigeria and our home. Nigeria and our home. Last. I know some people don't ever want to go back to Nigeria again because of different reasons, and I don't blame people, but Whether you want to go or you don't want to go, you still have family members there. Me, the love I have for Nigeria, I don't know anything that can quench it. I love Nigeria with all my heart. But does Nigeria love me back? Hmm? Will I have the courage to go to Nigeria now? I am terrified of going to Nigeria. Honestly, I am terrified. I am so scared. For the first time in my 16 years of being in this country, I am terrified. Nigeria used to be a place of when I go there, I feel at home. I feel peace. I feel the kind of joy in my heart that I feel when I go to Nigeria. You guys have no idea. But now, fear no let person. Oh. You can't risk it. I'm so scared for once. I am terrible. I'm terrified. And it's never happened to me before since I leave Obodoyibo. I've lived in Obodoyibo for 16 years now. What can we do? How can people be so greedy? Ekremadu, only you. You buy 9 houses in Dubai. Only you. You buy in US, you buy in UK, you buy everywhere. Kilo de, Shine nìkan ni. Why are our people so greedy? Nini, welcome to the show. Please unmute yourself. Tell us where you're calling from. Why are our people so greedy? Nini, you've gone off. Oh. You didn't want to talk. Why are our politicians so greedy? Is there a solution? Eh? These people don't think about the future. They never think about the future of the country. All they want to do is set their kids up, set all their family members up, and send them abroad. But once it back, you are sending them abroad. For the first time in the history of Nigeria, as populated as Nigeria is, the leaders are complaining about brain drain. How people are trooping in thousands out of Nigeria. Even immigration people are complaining, the millions of applications that they are receiving, people processing passports, people are applying to visa. Some people, all their life prayer. All their life prayer is just to get a visa to get out. Yeah. Oluremi said, and to be even family members are greedy to the core. Why is it that great thing is what I want to talk about? Is it something that is inherent in us as Black people? Greed. What do you guys think? Is it something that, because I don't see it in Oyibo in a lot of times. And I've lived in the UK for 16 years now. It's a jackpot season. Why is greed so much in us as Dudu? Why? Ainke, hi, unmute yourself. You're in the studio.
Hello, Auntie B, good evening.
Good evening, my darling. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You see, this evening, I was just thinking about this same. I didn't know you were going to come up to discuss, this topic. But these are politicians. They are the kind of people that Yorubas will call Awamunisha long because you'll be wondering different things. Like, are you sure it's the same God that created everybody that created these people? Are you sure? I don't know because it's very, very sad. If you look all around Nigeria, no light, no pipe-borne water running in anybody's tap, bad roads. Now the trend of tankers falling on bad roads, exploding and burning people because we don't have proper transportation proper, railway network to transport fuel. And this is a nation that is rich in oil, right? And I'm wondering, we have politicians, we have leaders who, you see them in private jets, flaunting wealth, money, riches, and I'm like, why are people this wicked for crying out loud? And it's not just Nigeria; it's an African thing. The last time that this South African president, that they jailed him and put him in prison for corruption, it was the same black people that went in protest and started destroying things in South Africa. So is it actually the leaders alone we should blame, or generally we as the people? What exactly is our problem? How is our brain? I don't know. How is it? I'm usually wired differently from these white people that we are so greedy and selfish and self-centered and wicked to ourselves.
Hmm.
It's sad, isn't it?
Is there any hope for our country?
It's very bleak. Very, very bleak.
Hmm.
Very bleak. South Africa turned the way it is. Immediately the black man took over. I'm sorry.
Yes. You are right about that.
The same thing with Zimbabwe.
You are right.
No matter how much you look at it, I don't see that the black man can rule or
You know,
can lead in the same.
you know something, Ayinke, sorry, somebody said something one time. I was watching something, and it was a black man that was saying it too. He was saying that black people cannot lead,
We cannot govern ourselves.
that we can't govern. I was like,
We
what's this
can't.
man talking about? I beg, keep quiet, Jare. Kilele is solenu. But you know what? Everything that we say indicates to the fact that even the ones that have the best intentions, it turns out to be woeful. Look at Bubu. Bubu broke my heart. Bubu broke my
But
heart.
but it
All the
wasn't. But I
while,
wasn't
lazy
surprised.
discipline, this, that, for where nothing. He didn't deliver jack.
And to be, I wasn't surprised. This was somebody who had ruled before, and during his tenure, right, he didn't do well. So all of a sudden, how did he become Mr. Integrity?
They say it's discipline. That is the main thing Nigeria remembered him for. That he doesn't steal.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, hey.
That's what they said though. Some people are saying
Ah,
that Anna's expression said it's not about greed and to be. There are checks and balances in the UK. There are accountability and transparency. We don't have any of this in Nigeria, but we
there are
do.
laws.
No, we do have them. The problem is that the people that are in charge of the accountability and checks and balances are also corrupt.
There are laws, and the laws that in the abroad, they don't care who you are. They go after you, no matter how highly placed you are. Not be the same UK, the the prince, I be who is it? He's in a bad record for doing
Okay,
something wrong.
Andrew.
I
Andrew.
know it is.
Now, Prince Andrew, you they talk about so.
Prince Andrew, right? And nobody cares. So it will go after you. The laws are there. But this one they make the laws, but unfortunately the laws are for the poor people.
Yeah, they don't enforce them. Mm,
The laws are for the poor people actually.
you're right. Ayinke, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Auntie B.
Chai. Now, wow, it's heartbreaking. Aminata said, Aminata Kamara said, African leaders are not patriotic to their nation. Hmm, that is deep. Aminata, you've spoken very well. That first statement alone is you are so correct. As a young person growing up in a system that doesn't care about you, how can you that young person be patriotic to the country? Yeah, the cycle continues. You're absolutely right. There's no national pride. You can talk, I think from your name, I'm suspecting that you're either from Kenya or around somewhere in East Africa. Kamara, right? Nigeria is the most in the Africa that I can think of. Everybody is sectional. Everybody wants to do their own. The center doesn't hold. It doesn't. Nobody cares about. There's no national pride. And this is one thing that our brother Bio is always saying here. The pride that some nations take in their country. They will tell you this is the United States of America. They say with so much pride. And it's not only America alone or first world country. Oh. Jamaica, the thing I admire about Jamaica, Jamaica is a developing country just like Nigeria. But you know, the thing I love so much about Jamaica, I'm looking forward to going there one of these days. Everywhere you see Jamaicans, they are so proud of their country. They will put their flag outside. They will tell people about their food. They will tell people about their culture. The Nigerians don't have that pride. Most Nigerians are even ashamed to remember that to even tell people that they are Nigerians. They'll be hiding. In their places of work, they'll tell people they are from Kamara is from Sierra Leone. Okay, thank you very much. I mean, how to, you're from Sierra Leone? All right. Thank you for that. I know we used to have a footballer that the last name was Kamara. They will even deny it. If they say, are you Nigerian? Why are they denying it? It's because of the image. Because image is everything. I've never stolen in my life. I don't have 419 people in my family. I don't want people to label me as a thief. So if people are denying their origin, Jamaicans are so proud. That national pride. I saw it when I went to Kenya as well. You see, Kenyans, they will wear that their colors, they have it in their band, in their hand, they wear it in their jewelry, and they are so proud of being Kenyans. I've never seen Nigeria. Before you see a Nigerian that is proud of being in Nigeria, it's hard though. Very, very hard. That national pride is not there. So you are quite right. People are not patriotic. The politicians, they are all thieves. Sadly. It's sad, honestly. Adewale, you're welcome, my darling. How are you?
I'm fine, TV. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What do you
Yeah.
have to say?
Um, it's quite sad about Peter Obi's election. Initially, I was very very excited, but at some point, I became what's the word I want to use? Ambivalent
Mhm.
about it. I started having like complex feelings, conflicted emotions about it because as big as Nigeria is, he can't really fix the whole. Like he can't fix everything. I don't
Mm.
even think he might even be able to fix a small fraction of it because he can't do it alone. He needs a lot more people, and the thing that like as much as we try to blame our leaders are also Nigerians. They come
Mhm.
from the people. So
Yeah.
there's something wrong in amongst black people all around the world. It's not
Mhm.
even just in Africa. There is no successful black nation on planet Earth.
Hey,
There's no one.
Chineke.
And as much as we always try to blame, oh, the white people did this, and that's why whenever I see like all these movies about slavery, they don't really talk about one part. When slavery started happening, it was we, the black people, that were selling our own selves to the white men. We were the ones doing it. That's why we hear people saying that amongst black people, we don't have compassion for ourselves. That's why we are not united.
Hmm.
That's why we don't have compassion. Because there's greed everywhere in the world. There's greed in the
Somebody said
UK.
Botswana is successful.
Hmm.
Adebawale said Botswana is successful.
I
Biko.
don't want to go. I don't want to start talking about Botswana. Isn't that the country where they have like this king that is getting married to a lot of wives or something, and he's
What
spending the
What do you mean
country's money?
successful? Tell us a little bit, Adebawale.
What do you mean
Your
by
name sounds
successful?
Yoruba. What do you mean by successful?
What do you
What
mean
is
by
their
successful?
currency today in the world? What is their place in the world today if Botswana is successful?
What's
Want
their
to know?
GDP?
I hear that Ivory Coast is doing very well as well, by the way.
But
So
I'm
tell
just
us.
saying, like success. When I mean successful, like you're amongst when they're talking about developed countries in the world, you're among that. That's what the world considers successful in general. There is no black nation that is even on that, even close to that list. It's not that we couldn't get it; we could have gotten there, but the problems we've been having over the years has made us um, be at the bottom of that list. Because the white people came, they left. They still had a stronghold, but when we even like a lot of people would say, "Oh, it's the white countries that are making our economy this way." But then I'm like looking at my own small community. What are our own leaders doing? They're not even helping us. So like, how can you blame outsiders when even your own leaders are not doing right by you? It doesn't make
People are
sense.
making cases for, in the comment section, people are making cases for Botswana and which country? Rwanda and Botswana that they are doing well. But
There's
I'm going with Adewale. There's no successful black
there's no
country in the
success.
world.
Those people they're still developing. I can see maybe if
Hmm.
they continue on that path, they can get there. But right now, there is no successful black nation in the world. It
I
doesn't
agree with you.
exist.
It
It doesn't
doesn't. I
exist.
agree
So
with you.
there's something very weird about black people. We are not united. We don't have like compassion for ourselves. Like
Yes.
every all over the world, there's greed. Even in the UK, there's greed. In
Oh,
the
yes.
US, there's greed.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't get to the point where you can be so rich to the point where you see your fellow neighbors poor and they don't have food to eat, and you just overlook it. It doesn't, in these developing countries, it doesn't get to that point. Even if you had the richest man in the world, his neighbors will still have something to eat. They'll still have electricity. They'll still even be able to survive. They might not be living the best life, but they'll still survive. But in Africa, it's different. Like, we have the richest black person in the world is in Nigeria.
Mhm.
And look at Nigeria.
Let me ask you this, Adewale, because when I moved to the UK 16 years ago, I experienced a cultural shock, obviously, because I haven't left Nigeria before. In fact, I had never been to even Ghana or anywhere outside Nigeria before when I came to the UK. So I began to notice that the society is completely different. People
Very
were
different.
nicer to me. Strangers were nicer. They would smile at you. And when I went to Scotland, when we went to doing this Obodo work, we went to Scotland about a year and a half ago. Oh my God! If you think England is nice, Scotland is the best. Those people are so kind-hearted. They will greet you. People, total strangers that don't know you, will engage you in conversation. They want to help you. The first kindness that I received when I came to this country was I was pregnant and I was in a bus. I think I tell this story all the time. I will never forget. I was not driving then, and I was pregnant, and the bus stopped where I was going. I went to buy baby things. Look at me with my big baby bump. Toby was very, very small, and I carried the baby.
That's what it's called, compassion. That's
And the
that's the,
man stopped and
he
helped
stopped,
me.
helped
He
you.
stopped. He
Exactly.
told the bus driver and helped me to carry everything. Somebody says self-hate we are doing. No, God's son, God's son. Who is this God's son? Can we stop with the self-hate, please? Is this
I don't,
self-hate?
what do you mean by self-hate? I don't hate my own people. I'm just saying something wrong
I
about our,
disagree.
our
It's not
society.
self-hate. We are being realistic.
I'm being realistic. I'm
It's
just
not
being
self-hate.
realistic.
Mm,
I'm just being realistic because
yeah.
this thing's very sad. You can't go back to your own country. We're having to move around the world. It's breaking families. Like
Yes.
you would have a Nigerian who is living in Nigeria. His children are going to become Nigerian Americans or Canadian. They're living thousands of miles across the country. In the next generation, the grandchildren will become Americans or Canadians. That
If you don't
generation is
talk
gone.
about it and look for solution, we are looking for solution. If you don't talk about it and you think it's self-hate, how are you ever going to find solution, Godson? Hmm?
It's not
There,
self-hate.
that means you are living in denial if you
In
think
denial.
that it's all.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Are you happy with the
Exactly.
way Nigeria is and most African country, Godson, Godson? Please come into the comment section. I'm sharing my link. Just use the link and come in and tell us if you think the way things are is good. One man, 40 properties all across the world, and people, his state is there's nothing to write about. He doesn't have
Right
any
home about.
achievement. He cannot tell me this is this bill that I sponsored this bill in the Senate, and my state or the country as a Nigeria as a whole is better off because of this bill. What is the point of going? They are lawmakers, that's what they call them. Which law did they
They,
claim to make?
they don't
Maybe I
make
don't know.
laws.
Tell me.
They don't make laws. And there are a lot of hungry people in his state that you find it very hard to eat.
There are hungry people all across Nigeria.
All across
Adewale.
Nigeria.
Somebody said the Botswana has a very high
Exactly. I don't want you
infection
to.
rate.
They have a king in that country,
No,
and
they
that
say it's
man has been.
Swaziland. And somebody said it's Swaziland that has that king that you're talking about,
I
Adewale.
just like all that region. I just know there's one of, like, I think.
It's Southern Africa. That's South
Yeah.
Africa. Yeah.
I think I just know about that king. Like, they're trying to protest against him. He's just like eating up the country's treasure and marrying so many wives. He's just marrying so many wives. So they want to abolish the monarchy in the country. It's
So,
all across Africa. It's not just Nigeria. I think maybe if I'm
Adewale,
talking,
Lanre said that we're beginning to talk like Kidola.
I don't know who that
So,
is.
That's somebody that was talking negatively about our people, our women, and everything about Nigeria. I love my country. I don't know what you're talking about, Lanre. You are completely wrong. I love Nigeria, but I'm terrified to go there at the moment. So no, please don't compare
I
us
don't
to that
hate
uncle.
Nigeria or Nigerians. I
How
don't
can you
I
hate Nigeria?
I can't hate Nigeria
Nigeria
because
is a
that's my
place of
country.
cheese, Nike. I love my country, but
That's
does
where I
my
was
country love
born.
me?
That's where
Mm-hmm.
my parents are from. That's where my siblings are from. My heritage is there. If someone asks me today, where am I from? I can't tell the person I'm from America or else. I'm from Nigeria. That's where I'm
My
from.
children, even the ones that are born here, will tell you they are
They'll
Nigerians. You know
tell you they're
they
Nigerians.
don't claim Britain. Do you know the funny thing? All our children do not claim Britain.
There's a reason for that.
If you ask them where are you from, they will tell you I'm Nigerian. The thing used to make me laugh, like you barely know this country, but they are very proudly Nigerians.
There's a reason
Honestly,
for that. Because they know deep down that like the British people, they would never really
never
accept you
accept them.
deep down.
Exactly. Oh, Adewale,
They
I
would
love
never
your
accept you deep
wisdom.
down.
I
They would
love
never
your wisdom.
accept
They
you.
understand that Oyibo British will never accept them completely.
Completely
So
no. No. I mean, look at the British Prime Minister. The reason why he wasn't elected in the first place was because they wanted someone that looked like them, and that person
exactly.
resigned, and they had no choice because no one else wanted the job. It costs not just in politics, in even in football. Like they sometimes they don't call up. Maybe if you have like one black football player is more like is better than the other one, they sometimes they rather
Hmm.
call them. It goes across everything. They never fully accept you.
Hmm.
So the only
Eh,
home you have is Nigeria.
yeah, of
It's what it
course.
is. It's
Hmm.
what it is.
Oh no, we love our country, but we want it to be better.
It has
You
to be
cannot
better.
pretend about something when you know something is wrong, and because you want to claim that you love the country or you love that thing, then you begin to no. You speak it as it is because you are not speaking it from a place of hate, but from a place of looking for solutions. Okay? I think
I,
that's
I
what it is.
I just wish we should just like we should be more compassionate and have love for one another. Like that love when like especially like when you're describing about Scotland where people are very
Ha!
communal and they care
Scottish people
about
are
each other.
something else, oh. They care too much, oh.
They
Ha!
care
I love
exactly that
Scotland.
care.
They
That
care.
care.
They
It,
care.
they care, but in Nigeria everyone
Everybody,
is on a
I think it's
survival
the
mode.
environment.
It's
Yeah.
the
Again,
environment
the environment
exactly.
makes people hostile. Yeah.
Hostile exactly. Everyone is on a survival mode. If someone like if I haven't eaten throughout the day, why would I
You
care
come and
about
greet
someone else on
me.
the road?
I say good afternoon. I say, what is good about the afternoon? What
Exactly.
is good about this afternoon? Why are you greeting me? Everybody in Nigeria is, you know what they call para? They para,
Because
like properly
every
angry.
Nigerian in Nigeria is on a survival mode. Like a
Yeah.
friend of mine told me the other day, she said that Nigerians living in Nigeria are not living; they're just getting
Mm.
by
Chai.
because they're on a survival mode.
Hmm.
It's like they when you wake up in the morning, you're always hustling to find food to eat. You generate your own electricity. You get your own
It's
water.
stress. Adewale, do you know
The
the
stress
amount
is
of
too
stress that
much.
it takes to live, like generate your own electricity? People are switching
Electricity
from.
is
That's
stress.
why I don't stay in anybody's house when I go to Nigeria. People say, "Oh, Brie, you're always wasting money." I say, "Yes, I work hard all through the year. When I come to Nigeria, I want the best. Why are you staying in hotel? I want the best because if you stay in people's houses or you even stay in your own house, you have to struggle with from NEPA to inverter to generator, back
Generator,
to generator to NEPA. It's
water,
too much stress for
everything.
me. I can't.
Your own government basically. So the
Hmm.
little things the government is supposed to provide, you're doing that yourself. That's extra stress for an individual. That's extra stress. That's why in Nigeria, when you see people walking around, you see the stress on their face. So they don't have time to be compassionate. They don't care about the next person because they
Yeah.
everyone is on a survival mode. It's kind of like
Hmm.
you're in a war. Everyone is just trying to get to the finish line. That's what
You
it
just
is.
want to win. You
You
don't
just
care.
want to win. You don't care. You
But
don't
there's a
care.
great part of it too, Adewale. Do you agree? Like Senator Ekremadu and all the other politicians in Nigeria that still so much break the law and still and still and still. What about that?
Yeah, it is greed, but I'm saying in Nigeria, that greed is like it's on a very, very high level
Yes.
where they don't even care if the next man eats or not. They don't even care. They don't even care if the next man has health care or not. That's like the highest form of greed I've seen.
Ife
They
is
don't
saying
even care.
something. Ife is saying something really, 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 really powerful. Ife said, we talk as if Nigeria is the only poor country in Africa, yet people in other African countries are kinder, in my experience. Do you know that's true? I'm going to go
Yeah,
back to Kenya because Kenya is the only African country that I've been to outside Nigeria. So I keep using Kenya. And I loved it when I went to Kenya. I noticed something about East Africa as a whole. Their temperament is a bit not on the
chill.
same level. Yeah, it's
Yes,
chilled.
it's chill.
Both men
Yes,
and women is so chilled. They are very
it's too
relaxed.
chill.
They are not angry. Even talking, their tone is softer. It's different personality. They are different from Nigerians, right? But
Yes,
I also notice a kind of kindness and openness about them that I don't see in Nigeria. So what if I is saying now is true?
it's true because they are not on that survival mode as much as
No, but
Nigerians.
there is poverty in Kenya as
There,
well.
there is, but how do I describe it? Um, there is, but like, uh, have you ever been to Lagos before?
Of course.
It's just like comparing like Lagos to Abuja, let's say.
Mhm.
Like whenever I go to Abuja, I always think like people in Abuja are kinder than the people in Lagos.
Because in
But like,
Abuja, let me explain it to you. I used to live in Abuja. In Abuja, you can be going to work at work starts in Nigeria at 8 a.m., right? And you
yes,
can wake up at 7. You will shower, have breakfast, and still get to work on time. The
you
traffic
can't
alone in Lagos is enough to
you
drive
can't try
somebody
that in
crazy.
Lagos. When I was in primary school, I when I was in primary school, my house was somewhere in what's the name of this place? Ijaniki. But my primary school was in Okokomaiko. It's very
Jesus.
close.
Is
It's
it?
very it's very close. It's just a straight road from Ijaniki to Okokomaiko. But I remember as young as at the age of 6 and 7, I used to wake up 4 a.m. just to get to school at 7:45
That life is so
in the
is so
morning.
so pressured.
It's so everyone in Lagos will be very hostile to you.
Hmm.
They'll be very because everyone is on a survival mode.
You
So
know
that's so so
another thing I'm thinking, Adewale. Cynthia,
um
thank you so much, D, for that super chat. God bless you. I appreciate it. Cynthia is saying that the difference is that East Africans are not materialistic like West Africans. That's true. I agree with that.
that's true
But I
too.
also agree that Nigerians are very competitive and it contributes
Very,
to
very.
wider pressure, where the pressure and perhaps the greed comes in. Everybody wants to outdo the other person. Everybody wants to be successful. Whereas in some other African countries, they are okay, they are chill, they are just like, okay, I don't need to be rich. I'm okay. Every Nigerian wants to be a millionaire. That's the truth.
Which is not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not
It's not
possible.
possible. Hmm. Yeah.
I just wish we can be more compassionate. At least that one. I The average Nigerian is kind because I've met a lot of kind Nigerians.
Very, very,
But it's like
very,
when
very.
once we just
Nigerians are kind and
they're
not only
very
kind, they
kind.
are
They are
generous.
generous as well. But when we are just placed in that environment where everyone is hostile, we don't care about each other anymore. We are just mm, day or day make I day my day kind of thing.
You know what I think as well? Competition is in it too, Adewale.
It
Nigerians are
is.
very competitive.
It is.
Yeah, we are very, very competitive. So when you compare us to other black people or other Africans, you will see why. Nigerians want to excel everywhere they are. They want to be better than everybody. So that contributes to where all that comes from as well. You know, they need to be better than people to show na me better pass emi lo kan, emi lo kan. And that is it. Thank you so much, Adewale. I thoroughly enjoyed having this conversation with you, my darling son. I love you. God bless you. Okay, A lot of people are talking from East Africa. I have my East African fans here. Obviously, Eunice said, Auntie B, you are so right about East Africa. We are chilled. I get overwhelmed by West Africa. Don't go to Lagos, Eunice. Do not go to Lagos. You will get lost. Don't go to Lagos. Nigerians are. And you see the funny thing? We that are even Nigerians that come abroad, when we go back to Nigeria, they look at us funny. They'll be telling us, hey. When you start complaining, they say, hey, you've come home. Pretty good. You've come home. This is how we do it here. Oh." The average Nigerian is on a survival mode, like Adewale said. I actually agree. It's so true. For real. Welcome.
Auntie B, good afternoon, ma. How are you
Hello,
doing?
sweetheart. I'm fine. Welcome.
Yeah, I watched your. I don't know if it was breakfast you were having. It was fun though. I was so salivated when I watched you when you were eating. That
Thank
was lots
you.
of meat though. Yeah.
I,
So about Nigerian thing, I think the problem with Nigeria uh outside the fact that we're poor nature, the country is really poor and we don't have a lot of things going on for us. I think the bedrock of the foundational problem with Nigeria, I think it has to do with mentality. And the
mm-hmm,
reason why I'm saying that is when I was I say back home in Nigeria, I was a practicing lawyer. And
mm-hmm,
so I was also in the corporate field. I was doing a lot of corporate thing. So when clients come and I'll charge them double, I'll say a normal thing. And I'm a practicing Christian, but I noticed I was always I there was some attitude I have that it was when I
mm-hmm,
came to the United States. I noticed this thing I was doing was really bad. The
mm-hmm,
attitude of taking bribe, and I'll see nothing wrong with it, even as a
mm-hmm.
Christian, even
Yeah.
as even in my church then in Nigeria, you see people that their desire to go into politics is to make money. Pastor go they pray for you, say, go into this political position, and the desire is just to steal, and we see nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
understand? So it was when I came to the United States that I had like my mentality and everything changed. I became very, very truthful. To lie, I did fear to lie.
mm-hmm,
You see the change of character and everything. And even when I'm talking to my parents will be surprised, like what kind of person I am. But you see, the environment here has changed me. But while I was in Nigeria, I was that way because that was all I knew. I did not know
mm-hmm,
any better.
mm-hmm,
So, so that's another big factor we have somebody told me this, that the biggest problem of a black man is illiteracy. And it's the truth. We don't know a lot.
mm-hmm,
So if we have lead if we have change, if more people, to me I like the way that people are traveling now because it's going to give us more exposure to knowledge. If more people, and when I have opportunity, when anytime I go home, I always teach people that don't do this. I try to help as much as I can because I know that they don't know. I try to give people knowledge of what is good and what is not good. Then you now come to the second aspect of this is where I blame our leaders because I understand the fact that it's people that makes the position and not the position that makes people, and that means an average leader comes from the people. That means if you are a bad leader, what were you as a person before you became a leader? Because to me, I would rather die. I would not even get into a position than to get into a position and steal. So this is the reason why I blame our leaders sometimes is because some of our leaders, they've stayed abroad before. They've visited a lot of countries. Then they go back to Nigeria. And not all the leaders, but some of the leaders. Because I know some of our other leaders, they still have this mentality issue. That's why they are corrupt. So when you now go to Nigeria, you have the opportunity to become a governor, like this governor in I don't know, I've forgotten the name of the state. He has this American accent. That makes me believe that he has stayed in the United States before. And how can you lead a governor? You've stayed in the United States. You go and be a governor in one of these states and you're owing people salary. When
Is
you know in the
it
United States, huh?
is the like you said now for real is the
Yeah,
environment. So you see the way, let me tell you, I can explain that. Not that I'm excusing them all, but I
yeah.
completely understand because I've worked in Nigeria in the civil service before. I have a bit of knowledge about how these systems worked. Okay. So the way you came from Nigeria to the abroad, and all your perception and your morals, everything changed because of the environment that you are now. It's the same way these ones that go from here in the abroad to go to Nigeria, everything changes to align with the Nigeria, because if you don't, you cannot be in office. Is exactly the opposite of what happens to you that happens to them. So maybe they were upright people who were good citizens in the abroad. They obeyed the law, they paid their taxes, and they did everything right. Now they want to go to Nigeria to contribute. When you get to the environment, the people that you are surrounded with, the greed. First of all, before you even get there, sef, is an agreement. Pay okay, as you are getting there, and is everybody must chop. Oh. It's not, you don't bring this your Oyibo way of life here. Oh. No, 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 no. Are you going to agree? You need to consent to it. So that's why you see that the ones that you think they train abroad that they should act differently, they don't, because the environment sucks them up.
It's true. Yeah, I get that too. Because when I went to Madonna University. When I was in the university, there was this I was in Okija because I studied law. There's this shrine near us in school that this you see these top politicians coming to this shrine, and there they'll be making covenant or so. We used to hear the stories then that they'll be making covenant that they'll put you in certain position, and if you get to that position, if you don't do so and so, these things that will happen to you. So
When
that's another.
Tinubu removed, what's his name? That did one tenure in Lagos.
Oh
Tinubu.
yeah, the last governor. I can't remember his
Yes,
name
if
now.
Tinubu can remove Tinubu, that people want to vote for Emilokon, remove the governor because he was not remitting allegedly the amount of money that he wanted to go into his personal purse as acclaimed godfather of Lagos State, then what do you expect? This is how I'm telling you about how these people use Ambode. God bless you guys. He removed Ambode after one tenure because Ambode refused. I need to pay salaries. I need to do this. He said, I don't care. Give me my share first. And that is the people that Nigeria want to be president now. In Miloko.
So it's
That's the
still that
country
same
that we are talking
mentality
about.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that kind of person, you still want to vote for that kind of person, even though I know they are going to rig the election. So it's a big problem. And when you were asking the question, like, is there hope for Nigeria? It's all I can say sometimes. Like I told my mom, I said, if I when I die and go to heaven, the first question I will ask God is, what did black people do? What did black people? Yeah, because
Oh my God.
it's very painful. It's
You
very
can't ask God
painful.
that question. God gave us everything. Now black people they choose to be how we are. No, I don't believe say God make black people different from white people. I don't believe him. Now the
Do you
same thing.
think so?
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
come on.
I doubt
The
that too,
Bible tells
because
us the Bible doesn't even talk about race. It talks about he made them man and woman. He made them. And I go read Genesis chapter 1. Now, what are you talking about? Black people,
no,
the problem we have is not that we don't know the right thing or we cannot do the right thing. Is greed, selfishness. We are self-involved. It's all about me, 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 all the time without compassion. Adewale said something. He said, we don't love one another. We want to amass wealth. I was making an example earlier on about people that are protesting about climate change. Oyibo no care. If they believe in something, they're ready to delete themselves for that matter. They will go stand for M25. M25 is one of the biggest motorway in the UK. You know how those one are plenty road for US where they get like 6 lane. Our own, we don't get 6 lane here, but at least we manage 3 or 4. Yeah, they don't care. They don't go marry, they don't go born picky, they don't care. They believe in a cause and they will live their life for that cause. But black people, la la la, I never see that thing. Mm-mm. So if I says you have to adjust your morals and value downwards to do well if you move to Nigeria. You are going too far. Move to Nigeria, Bibawo. And that man said Nigeria is a very rich country. Our problem is corrupt leaders or leadership and how resources are managed. The Akremedos are an outstanding example of greed. Yeah. But you know the question I asked when you say the problem is leadership, corrupt leadership. Before they became leaders, they were just ordinary citizens like you and me. So the problem is not only leadership, is me and you is the average Nigerian. That is the problem. Because it's from the average Nigerian that the leaders emerge. Yeah. Let's be honest. Who are these leaders? Did they bring them from Botswana? Or did they bring them from Ghana or Sierra Leone? No, they are Nigerians like you and me. So is it when they got to office that they changed it? No. They are people like you and me. The fundamental thing there, which is it's really ringing on my head, what Adewale said is about greed, lack of contentment, lack of love for one another. Èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. That's why even Peter Obi, as much as we are optimistic, we want him to get in there. Is he going to do well? Question mark. Because this is how Bubu started too. He was asking for change, 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 change. What did the change accomplish now today? Only one man. This man get 9 houses in Dubai. Do you know how expensive Dubai is? You know what it takes? One time when I went to Dubai with my husband, we took a cab, and the man was telling us that in Dubai, as a foreigner, first of all, you cannot get nationality. Number two, you cannot even register a company there in Dubai. They know they give their nationality. You cannot register a business in Dubai as a foreigner. You need a foreigner to help you register it, and then you pay the person. How did he manage to buy 9 houses there? That is where all of them are hiding their money. Oh. Lack of love for our fellow brothers and sisters. Only number one. I'm telling you. Brother Patrick, welcome, sir.
My sister, well done.
Thank you, uncle.
Yeah, Nigerian situation is so sad. I tell you, it's so sad. The corruption is at the highest order. People are going through a lot. All these politicians, they are all thieves. Maybe we have Code of Conduct Bureau. They're supposed to declare their assets.
Yes.
And this man has everything, all those Melai, all of them. Giving 100, giving 500,000. What does he do? Who is Gino Melai?
Gino Melai was a senator.
And so what? He's supposed to in my county. The person representing us has his website. You will see what he has done for his people. You can call the secretary. You can schedule an appointment to meet with them if you have any immigration problem. What are these people doing? They are just amassing wealth.
Yes.
Their family, their generation will suffer for it. It's so annoying. I tell you, they don't care. There's no compassion for anybody. Greed, and the love of money. We so love, we worship money in Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
We don't ask questions. You can't ask questions from these people. Even all these private university, and to be how many people can afford it? You want to invest in Nigeria, I want to invest in Nigeria too. Let me tell you, I said nobody sent me to university. I sent myself to university. I don't even want to go there. How much did I pay?
Yeah. No, university, how much was my school fees? My school fees was less than 10,000 naira. But that was back in the day. And when I went to uni in Nigeria, there was no private university. This is back in the 90s anyway.
Look at what is going on. What is this man doing with all that? And we said we have government. Look at it. The last time I went to Nigeria, I said, oh my God. And nothing has changed. The people,
it's
the places
worse.
I knew.
No, Patrick, changed. It's not that it hasn't changed. It is retrogressed back to 10 years before. It's not even developing, it's going backwards.
We wanted to get money from ATM. You have to move from one bank to another. There's no money there. And when you get to bank, you see people lying. What are these? These people don't have job. Why should I go and line up at ATM or a bank? For what? This place is a cashless society. I'm like, what is going on? No job, nothing. And we are saying Nigeria is rich. Rich in what? Rich in what? When people are suffering. Youth are not getting married. They get out of school, no job, nothing. Auntie B have to go to work from Monday to Saturday because we are short staff. All the managers, all of us, we have to be there. We don't have people to work. They will do orientation for people. Last 2 weeks, they did orientation for 30 people, only 15 turn up. Because there are jobs everywhere. All these kids are just quitting job to get a better paid job. Is it not the same earth? What is going on in Nigeria is so sad. Hello, can you hear me?
Brother Patrick, I'm hearing you. I want to ask you this question, sir. Thank you very much. Mo is saying something. She said, we cannot talk about the current state of our continent without talking about the impact of colonialism, like the impact it had on all of us. It doesn't make for a robust conversation.
Is that what we are going to dwell on? That has
Forever.
gone. We can't go back
Forever.
to that.
Let's just dwell on it forever. No, part of accountability is taking responsibility for your own action. As much as I understand, Mo, that colonialism had an impact. Come on, Nigeria is how old again? How old is Nigeria? How long are you gonna be blaming your parents? Hey, it's my parents that did this. My parents. At some point, come on, you need to grow up and accept that you failed on your own. This is not just your parents doing. For Nigeria, I'm speaking. I don't know what country you are from.
Auntie B, before I came to America, I was working in a company. He now said I should go to one of the chairman of the company's house, and I will not mention the name. I got there 8 o'clock. He said, man, I knocked the gate. Nobody opened the gates. I said, what kind of job is this? I went back. I came about 10. You know what I was doing? I was just photocopying check. Millions. He said, Patrick, you don't have to come here at 9, at 8. Come at 10. By 1 o'clock, I will close. People who are from Central Bank, we are coming. You know what they do? They sell contracts. I was going home. They gave me 10,000 for transportation. That was about 30 years ago at TB. That country, hey, you know what I tell people? People that are jackpot, God help them. God help us. God, in fact, it was prayer that took us out of that country. For me, let me talk of myself. I don't know where we'll have been by now. It's so sad. Auntie B, how much you will send to people from now to December? I don't know if you do that. Some of the politicians, they don't even, what they give to people is just, I don't even want to talk about it. They give to themselves. They don't care about any other people. This man, what? Oh my God. All these billions, millions, they are packing. People are taking their money to the bank now. Money they kept at home. And everywhere is becoming worse. Like you said, our youth need to stand up and protest. I said, we want this to be done. There should be light.
Oh
There
my
should be
God.
water.
Ma Patrick, Egba mi o. Oh, Aminatu from Sierra Leone said, Sierra Leone was doing great under British colonial days. After independence, we are going backwards. Please, Auntie B, beg the prince and government of England to take back our country.
Auntie B, I have people in Sierra Leone. Don't talk about Sierra
Egba
Leone.
mi
That
o.
place.
Aminata, why are you like this now? You want your people to go back to colonial days? Egba mi. Oh my God.
I beg. Nigeria situation, if you think about it, you go get hypertension. I don't even want to think about it. Make we just pray for them. Now go talk because it's so. This is you just hear that this one. What of others? The things we then get. Auntie B, leave that thing. That country, I don't even know what to say. Boo, or what they call him, is a disappointment. That man, he
Boo
said,
boo.
boo boo.
Or
Auntie,
whatever they call him from, whatever they call Jibri from, wherever they say he come from Niger. He should just return back to Niger and let us never ever see him again.
it's a disappointment, Auntie B. This guy just messed up that country. If they have taken good care of Nigeria, provide the necessary things, light, water, a lot of companies have closed down this factory. They were flourishing before. Ajakuta Steel Company, all of them just sold them. That was what they were talking about. Tiku, that he sold most of this company from what's it called? Millions of dollars, country worth of billions.
That's
Those
why
guys,
Atiku will never, he will never be president of Nigeria. Never.
those guys, you know one man, I watched one video, one man went to a river and was raining curses on them. I just,
Atiku cannot go free. Oh, he will not go free. He can never. He is contested now. I think this is about the third time he's running. He will fail again because it's Tinubu we are looking at and Peter Obi. So he doesn't even stand a chance. Make it with his bleach leg. He should go and sit down somewhere. Nobody is looking at him with all his Tura legs that he's finished bleaching. Baba that is bleaching. Imagine at his age.
man, that country, you know, it's anti-big. I've been going to Dubai for more than 25 years. I used to do computer business, computer components, sell to people in Keja, computer village, born Dubai. I go to Dubai. I've gone to Dubai. Dubai was a desert. Like we said, listen, it was a desert. I stayed in Galaxy Hotel then. Go to Dubai several times when Nigeria was good. Look at Dubai now. Dubai has gone far. Auntie B, when I buy stuff, I don't pick it up. They bring it to my hotel. Nobody will touch it. They bring everything I buy. I see that at my door at my hotel. Yes. And when I'm moving, I'll just ask them a package, let them take it to the airport. I'll meet them at the airport. Nobody touches it. Can you do that in Nigeria? That was 25 years ago. I beg that country, you know.
We will take the grace of God.
It
Maybe
takes
Britain,
space.
maybe Britain need to come back and colonize us like somebody is begging that the Sierra Leone should be recolonized. Maybe,
You know, when you go
maybe.
out where like you travel, when you see other countries, it's not as if this country, what is wrong with us? Now all of us go stay for Lekki, for Lagos, go buy land for how many millions when your people are suffering. You alone go stay for Lekki, or your family go to suffer for village. I'm not
Baba
saying
Chick, you don't see houses for Lekki during rainy season. You don't see all their houses they swim. Oh.
I know, I know. I'm not
Lekki
saying
houses they swim during rainy season. It is say they say it's posh area. Everybody because and again that's another thing about Nigeria. It's all about class. Where do you live? Do you live on the mainland? Do you live on the island? What is wrong with living on the mainland? Ṣé àwọn èèyàn kan ló ń gbé mainland ni before island came ṣebí there was mainland kí ló dé
yes.
gan kí ló dé Nigerians the class situation there is worse than racism Ọlọ́run ó ti pọ̀ jù.
All of them are all thieves. All of them are all thieves. I go to, you know, Auntie B, you live in I was in Sulejana. I was working in Suleja, going to Kubu. I go to Abuja every day. So I live in all those places. I see all of them. They're all thieves. We are all Nigerians now. They are all thieves. That's what is destroying that country. They are not thinking of how to better that country. All those politicians. They're
No,
just
they are
making
buying
man.
houses in Dubai and UAE and everywhere.
Yes, Dubai, all of them houses, all those they have houses. All of when they are wedding now, they come with their private jets.
Yes.
What kind of country are these people?
Do you know what I heard? I heard that the reason why they stopped coming to the US and the UK is because they're tightening their money laundering laws. So Dubai does not ask, just bring the money, they don't care. UAE does not ask, just bring the money, they don't care. That's why all of them now.
Oh, okay, yeah. And all of
Mhm.
them, they have link with us, those shake. All those shake, they know what they are doing. They're into
I
oil.
don't care now. They laugh us now. You think they care about us? They don't care. They look at they look go ask Nigerians what they did for UAE. The level of discrimination. The black people there, they know what they go through. You can't get a decent job. Most of them, if you are not an expatriate that you work in oil and gas or whatever, banking, teaching or whatever, that you have all these white collar jobs, to even get restaurant jobs, then you go beg. Get
All the
hotel job to
shops,
they make bed.
all the shops that I buy computer component from in Dubai, they are there, they are being managed by Pakistans and Indians. But the shops are owned by all these Arabs. You'll be surprised. They speak British English. All the Arabs are in the background. Nigerians are the ones taking us to those shops. Which kind of job they get there? They are the ones taking us to those shops. It's a disgrace. Our country should be flourishing now.
See cold now. They see British people going to buy houses in Spain, the sunny islands. See the sun, our sun they waste for Nigeria. Nobody's
Yes.
tapping into
Who,
tourism there.
who is going to
I was
come
telling
there
my
when
husband yesterday when we went out because my in-laws were there and we're talking about Donald Duke. The festival he started in Calabar when he was a governor. People were within Nigeria. There was tourism. People were coming to Calabar for holidays. Christmas was big affair in Calabar. Calabar became like the headquarters of tourism in Nigeria. Donald Trump left. The next governor that took over ran
Donald
everything
Duke.
down.
Donald
Donald
Trump.
Duke. Sorry, brother Patrick Jari. Donald Duke left. The next governor ran everything. I think they did it 1 or 2 years since then. So my brother-in-law was telling us that they are trying to resuscitate it again. I say, if it's something that generates, do you know what it means for people to come to Calabar for Christmas?
Yes,
Calabar is one of the most beautiful places in Nigeria. That
yeah,
city is serene, is green, is beautiful. If you go there, oh my God.
yeah.
People were traveling within Nigeria to go and spend their Christmas. People didn't want to go to their village, go to the village. What
In
happened?
those days, Jaws and Co. Jaws. Ah,
They ran it down. All the since Donald Duke left, they ran it down.
there's a game reserve somewhere. The people.
There's so much to see there. There are so many beautiful places to go there. But because they don't have any preservation, they don't care. They don't care.
To carry money go
They
build.
cannot sustain anything. No, they cannot. No, the money it will take to renovate those places and make it attractive. Have the Calabar. The festival they were having was every Christmas. People were traveling all around Nigeria to go to Calabar every year for this festival. Nigeria was safe, but today,
Dino, where they run him out. Tell Dino, where is his website? What has he done for his constituency for us to even see? He no get. They carry money for.
you don't go Kogi State before, Brother Patrick? Have
No,
you ever? You never been to Kogi State? Okay, make I no talk. As you've never been there, no, let me not talk.
don't be there. Jakuta still company the way they say. I beg all these people just invest me. Say, what kind of country is this?
If you see Dino flaunting his cars, his houses, I just look at him and say, "This man, Badun, are you okay?" Kogi State is one of the poorest states in Nigeria.
See?
I'm telling you, it is properly poor. Like there is nothing there. It's only civil servants who don't get paid salaries for months. They owe the poor civil servants who are teachers, they are librarians, they are this, they are that, they work in local government. They owe them salary for months. But you see those their governors, they'll be living
Yes,
large.
see the governor. What are the enter his governor? They
Àwọn people yẹn wọ́n burú o, wọ́n burú.
Auntie B, have you seen the video? When the water came, the governor was in the gym. Say, what is this? What is wrong? There is gym in my basement. A lot, you know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with these Nigerians? Posing
No.
with gym as if it's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, the wife is going to gym with the latest Mercedes Benz. All of them are celebrating. Ẹ kú oríire. Congratulations, your wife is going to gym with the biggest. Oh, Brad Patrick, thank you very much. Come on, saw because it's depressing. D-Ray said Tinapa was left to rot after Duke left office. Of course, they don't care. What do they care? If they had any vision, this is why we keep talking about vision-less leaders. If they had any vision, they will know that Tinapa and all those Obodukatu ranch everywhere in Cross River, it will generate jobs, it will generate income. People are coming there to stay. So many things that will generate. So let's preserve it. For where they won't though. They will never preserve anything. Nothing they will preserve. I beg. I tire. If we dey tell people say one thing, say no, this is not hate. This is not. We are talking about self-preservation. How can we make it better? Are we happy with what is going on in the country? Are we happy with what is going on in the continent? Do you want to go back home or you want to stay in this cold forever? Because we are entering winter now. Do you want to stay here forever? Barry, do you want to stay in America forever? Grow old there?
Auntie, good afternoon.
Afternoon, my darling. You want to stay in America forever, for life?
To
70,
tell you
80?
the truth, that's something I've been struggling with. I'd love to go back home to spend the rest of my life there. But give me a second, baby. Just give me a second. That is going to be on a call for like 2-3 minutes. Okay. All right. Thank you. So I would love to go back to Nigeria, but except if things change, because if I'm gonna be leaving this life till I'm 80 or 90, I think going back to Nigeria would probably bring it down to probably 60 or 70, because there are certain amenities that we are enjoying here that, if you don't get it, like electricity, water, healthcare, and all that fun stuff. If you don't get it, that's definitely going to affect you when you get back home, because all these things are not readily available. Um, there was something I'd like to reiterate what a lot of the callers have said here today. Nigerians are great people. We are nice, but the problem I feel we have is scarcity. Like you said, many years ago, I can remember when when my late dad would talk about Nigeria. Things were not like this. You will be in the university and they will come pick you up. Like immediately you graduate, you have companies waiting for you. Yeah, like there was constant electricity. And the grid that you see right now, the grid that you see right now stems from that scarcity. People are trying to survive. Now, these politicians, the system itself, all these things have stopped already. We generate our own water, we generate our own electricity. Some governors or some people who are rich enough who have even started, making the roads to their own village. The communities have now started paying money to buy transformers and everything. So the survival thing is something that is you see everywhere, but in different degrees. Even the grid that you see right now, we also have that here. Corruption is here also here in the US that we live in, but there are certain things that are in place. Again, the Nigerian or an African man's grade is probably like 80%, but somebody out here that is in a developed country, their grade is probably at 40%. So it's at varying degrees completely. So I feel the problem is scarcity. Now, how do we reverse this? I feel that the solution to this is the basic things that should be functioning. Electricity. If electricity comes back 24/7, or even if it is just 20 hours in a day, you will see a lot of changes. If I'm working and you're working, I don't think I will start looking at what you've got in your house. It's just because there are no jobs. The roads
Absolutely.
are bad. There are no, so that it's just scarcity. Nigeria can change with the right leadership. That is just the thing. The problem is from the head. I can remember when my dad would he would tell me things about Nigeria. And right now, when people talk about Nigeria, it just pisses me off. My very first job here in the US was in the retail industry. And I saw a Nigerian. I tell people I'm Nigerian. Till today, I still tell people that I'm Nigerian. I want to represent Nigeria. I represent Nigeria really, really well here. And while I was working in the retail industry, I was talking to this. I saw this lady. She was being attended to. Somebody was checking her out, and the next thing that happened, I noticed her from her accent. Then when I approached her as a fellow Nigerian, hey, how you doing now? Like, my name is Barry. I'm also Nigerian. I just got here now, so I was just trying to make friends with my fellow Nigerian. I was like, oh, uh, I'm not Nigerian. How did you know I'm Nigerian? I was like, oh, that was what she said. Well, how did you know I was Nigerian? She said, oh, I could tell from your accent. The next thing I came out, oh, I didn't know I had an accent. I was like, oh my
Yes, you
goodness.
do. And see, you have
I
accents. I
didn't
beg,
know
go
you
and sit
had
down. We all have
I didn't know I had
accents.
an accent. That was
Mm-hmm.
what she said. So people
Yes,
are
you do.
also not ashamed. That scarcity has pulled us out because we want to survive. Because you leave Nigeria with that survival instinct, you bring that survival instinct here, which is also good. Everybody's trying to survive. But how do you apply that survival instinct? How do you go about it? Are you trying to uh, you know, shortchange somebody? Are you trying to cheat somebody just to get by? And where did it come from? Because there was lack. Remove that lack, and you would see that things will gradually start coming back in place.
Hmm.
The mindset of a child, the youngest anybody you can think of right now. Somebody did one of my final year project, final year, my roommate back in school. He did a project, something about finance and corruption in Nigeria and everything. His name is Lanre. When in his research, he said something along the line that when he passed out questionnaires, the typical Nigerian, you ask them is, oh, if you get to a key position now, what would you want to do? Like I would say, no, I have to take care of myself. You have
Yeah.
to take care of myself, take care
Yeah.
of my people, settle myself. And what has caused it? Because of that lack. That
Yeah.
is what has put us in the position where we are right now. If all these things should fall in place, let us even just give electricity only. If we
You're right.
can only tackle electricity only in
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, you see
Mm-hmm.
how things will
Mm-hmm.
turn around.
Mm-hmm. You are so right, Barry. I always mention electricity as well. Do you know
Yes.
the jobs that people can create?
Oh my
Nigeria
God.
is a very hot climate. It's
Shit.
hot all the time. 247, 365 days a year. People will sell
Yep.
block, they will sell ice
Yep.
water, they will
Yeah.
generate different. Oh my God. And Nigeria, the average Nigeria is resourceful.
Yes.
Nigerians are so intelligent. They will find something to do. Just give them the tools to do it.
That is why they call us sharp, because immediately, even in the midst of nothing, we will find a way through it. Where
Nigerians,
others,
ha.
where others will give up, in
Take
Nigeria will
Igbo
say,
man for
no, you know what?
example.
There's a way out
Barry,
of this.
take Igbo man for example. There's a joke that usually goes on in Nigeria that anywhere you go as a Nigerian, if you don't see Igbo man, leave that place because in all the nooks and crannies of the world, you will see an Igbo man. He has a shop. He will find a need in Afghanistan when there is no shop and people don't have soap. He will open a shop there and be selling soap. He'll be selling Bonvita, Milo. This is entrepreneurship, and that
Yep.
is a gift. That is a
Yep.
gift that the average Igbo man or woman has to sell something that is needed. They will start on a small scale, before you
Yep.
know,
That's just the thing.
that
That's
shop will
that's just the
become
thing.
it will become wholesale. Before you know, it's blown to become a
Yep.
superstore.
We shouldn't give up on Nigeria. Nigeria is a great place. It's just choices. The leadership, also we that are here, people who are also back home who are struggling. We also want to pray for you know the obedience guy that is coming in, and hope that he doesn't change when he gets there, because that we put so much faith in Buhari, and this is what we got,
He
and we
failed
put so
us.
much faith in so many people
Bubu
like that
failed
in the
us.
past.
It's a
Yeah.
disappointment. He should go back to his
Yes.
Fulani land and let us never see him again. Kamari,
Yeah.
no.
We just pray that this guy coming in,
History will not be kind to Buhari, honestly.
at all, at
It's
all,
under his leadership that Nigeria became what it is
at
today.
all, at
No,
all.
history will not be kind to him. Buhari, no, 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 no. It would have been better for him to just leave whatever, we remembered him for during the time that he did the Diagbon and they did together. Thank you so much, Barry. I appreciate you, my darling brother. I love you very much. It would have been better for him not to come back because now history will not be kind to Buhari. Under his tenure, Nigeria, Egbami, Gbomo has become a lifestyle. Wọ́n máa gbé ọmọ, wọ́n máa gbé àwọn èèyàn. Enter bush, be demanding for 100 million, 50 million. Is a business now. Buhari, ah, history will not be kind to him. Thank you so much, Barry. I really appreciate you. Nigerians, the average Nigerian is a decent, kind, hardworking human being. Nigerians are not lazy. When they talk about Nigeria, you need to go to Nigeria to see what Nigerians embrace people. They don't know you, they will embrace you, they'll bring you to their home, they will feed you, they will clothe you, they will invite you, they will trust you. We love people, we love strangers. That is the average Nigerian for you. But you see what the country has become because of lack. What Barry was saying, lack. And the desperation that people feel now because of these corrupt politicians like Ekremadu. There's so much desperation in the land. When people are hungry, you cannot feed your family. You can't send your children to school. You can't pay your bills. You become desperate. You will do anything. Adama, you are talking about Buhari going into exile. He's already, Shebi is building, the only train track that is building that is successful is for him to go and collect loan from China and build railway track to Benin Republic and all those places, Togo, all those places. Why is he building train tracks to other countries when Nigeria doesn't have a proper railway, system? Why? Because his people are there now, all the Fulani people. His people are there. That's why. I believe you, Diego, my brother. I'm seeing you again. Now we haven't seen you since the time we had that conversation. I remember you. You're welcome, my brother. I believe you. I believe you seriously. That is why he's investing so much in those countries. Honestly, oh my God, the average Nigerian is a decent human being. Nigerians embrace people. They love other people. Other cultures, they will embrace you. But you see, the country, there is so much that the people can take. And that's why I try to, as much as we want to say people are doing, once upon a time I used to do shows about people who are doing for one and they are stealing and cheating people and collecting money and all that. But I stopped. I had to stop. I took a pause from that because there is so much, especially the people that live in Nigeria, there is so much. I know people are greedy, they want to make it, there is a lot of competition and all that, but there is so much the average person can take. We see it every day on social media. Augusta God posted something today. A young boy. All the money they need to go to school is not more than $50. It's not more than £50. And they cannot afford it. People are desperate, my people. And desperate people do desperate things. Buhari has failed Nigeria woefully, and history will not be kind to him. Okay, let's move on very quickly. We are rounding up now. RBL, you are my last but not the least caller. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. I think the problem with Nigeria is that, and I still blame the British. It
Mhm.
goes back to the creation of Nigeria. You put people with different value system, culture, language together, and then you expect there to be peace. It's
Yeah,
not going to work. I
I
truly
agree.
believe the panacea for Nigeria is to have a referendum, let people decide where they want to go.
I
I
agree.
mean, what I mean, it's not that we because I'm a Biafran, I don't hate Yorubas, Edo people, Middle Belt, Northerners. I don't hate these people. I just know that I have no business with people that want to practice the Sharia law, Islamic law, marrying children, because that's their culture.
All right.
You understand? I have no business with that. And I'm sure they have no business with my way of life of seeking Western education and my Christian background. So I truly go back to the West for creating this. To me, Nigeria is an aberration to humanity. You know,
Hmm.
that's the simple truth.
That's deep.
It is, but it's the simple truth. Nobody wants to challenge it. This is why they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he's trying to give people an alternative, and people
Let,
just don't want to accept that. They want to keep revolving around with the same thing. When you have a business that's not doing well, you start
mhm.
stripping the assets, to try and pay off your debts. You don't say, "Oh, let's get a new executive and see if things will go better." It won't get better. That's
But
the
let me
simple
ask you
truth.
this. Let me.
Okay.
I agree with you. I mean, you spoke on facts. To be honest, first of all, I agree that colonialization. It
Mm,
may have worked in other parts of Africa. I don't think it worked anywhere. But for
mm,
Nigeria, it
mm,
was a massive disservice to Nigeria.
mm.
It didn't work. I mean, we have nothing, absolutely nothing in common. And
Can I
you put
ask
these
you
people
something?
together
Yeah, can I
and you
ask you
expect the
something?
country to work. So
Exactly.
I
It
agree with
doesn't
you.
look at
And also,
Jonathan. Jonathan, this Christian leader from the South. When he did his best, he actually thought that for Nigeria to work with, he has to please the North. He did everything for them, but they attacked him.
yes.
Even people in the South attacked him.
Oh, yeah,
You know, and
that's true.
it just tells you that Nigeria cannot work. You have people with different values. I, as a Christian, cannot go up north and feel free and drink alcohol if I want choose to drink alcohol without
No, you
fearing for
can't.
my life. I
You
can.
can't.
You know that the Christians in the north fear for their life. They have to. The women have to wear hijab in order to try and survive. They have to change their names to Islamic names in order to survive. And people, I truly believe there are more Christians in the north than they are that people truly believe. But it's because of the living in fear. They have
So
to, sorry.
I'm going to ask you this. You
Okay.
said, very, very strong points. And I do agree with, some of the things that you said. But what is the way forward? Are we going to keep blaming the colonizers
Do
for
you
the
No, no,
woes?
no. No. We are in the mess that we are. I say that we all should forget this politics. Politics. Everybody should rally around this criminal, this pedophile, this terrorist. Forget them. What we should be doing is joining hands and say enough is enough, and
But it's
joining hands to
61
say
years and we can't still take ownership of our country, can we?
that's
Are we going to
exactly.
continue to
So what
blame the
I'm saying is that
British?
everybody should join hands and say we want referendum, not just IPOB.
Referendum.
Man, everybody should. Let's break it down and let's see if those want to come together or those that want to go their own way. Let it be. We should be man enough to say the truth. Britain didn't create Nigeria because they love black people. They created it for business interest.
I agree.
You could have said that, okay, we can make the most of what we have. We have done that, and look at where we are. We're still
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
We're just still going round in circles, and then we still cry. They
Mhm.
made us to be beggars every time. Every time you see these criminals, you call them Oga, sir, and all this. What kind of thing? They're not God.
So let me ask you, do you think when there is a referendum and
Yes,
we have three nations, which is what the agitation is for so far that I
yes,
know of? So we have the
yes,
Yoruba nation, we have,
yes. Oduduwa,
your Oduduwa, which is the
Middle
Yoruba nation. We have
Fulani, or
the
how
Indian,
what?
which are in and then you have, whatever else is three nations. Do you think it will solve the problem though?
Yes, of course. Why not? It will
I
definitely.
disagree with you on this one, my brother,
Okay, why? Why is that?
because it's the same people. It is the same
Oh,
people
all
that
right. Let me.
in the federalism called
All right.
Nigeria
Okay.
that are
If
still going to be in this
Okay, let
sectional
me ask you something.
countries.
Okay, let me ask you. If that's the case, why are they fighting against that? Those that want to refer or to go their own way. If the same criminals, same thief, is it not that what keeping them to keep supporting Nigeria is because of the way they can steal, kill, and do all these things? If the same people are still going to exist, why are they against those that want to go their own way? Wouldn't they continue the looting, the killing, and all this thing in those separate nations?
Hmm. Do you know why I say that? Let me tell you that, my brother.
Mhm,
The greed,
mhm,
the decadence, and all these people perpetrating all these things is not relating to tribe. It's not relating. It's not exclusive to any tribe or religion. It cuts across. So even if Nigeria decides today to go, okay,
yeah,
referendum like you did in the UK, and
mhm.
now we're out of EU, did it solve any problem? No, we're in more problem now because of EU, because we left the EU.
No, Britain is doing very well, actually. I
No, no,
mean,
no.
look at
Oh,
this.
no, no,
But
no, no. We are
look at
not.
the. Oh, no,
No, we are
no,
not
hold
doing
on,
very
hold on.
well.
All right, let me go back to something before you chip in. India and Pakistan used to be one country, but today, this was in 1947. The leaders came together and said, "Enough of this killing, enough of this religious strife. Let's go our own way." Today, India is one of the biggest economies, but Pakistan is a terrorist hotbed. They went their separate ways. Pakistan is a terrorist hotbed, but India is a superpower now. It's even taken over America. Just give it a few more years, it will be bigger than America in economy. They've gone their own separate ways. Are you telling me that if Nigeria was to divide various parts, some region will not go and do well? Some would do very well. You cannot tell me that, oh, if we go our separate ways, these leaders will still exist. It's not true. You know
Okay,
your
let me
own
ask you
people.
this. Okay, let
Okay.
me ask you this. I can see that you are very passionate about this, and
I am
obviously
because
you are
I
touched.
want to go home. I don't
I
want to
know,
live
I know.
in the West where I am.
I feel
And I
you. I
cannot
feel
go back
you.
to Nigeria because I'm not Nigerian. I don't have any sympathy for that. That country is a horror story. The things I know about Nigeria, you cry.
You say you are not Nigerian. Where are you from? You're
I'm a
Biafran.
Biafran. Yes,
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
do you know what keeps a country together? It's not by being a member of the UN. It's a
Yeah, it's
state of mind.
values. Yeah,
If
it's
I'm in
values.
the UK and I choose to be British, I'm British. I don't care.
Yeah.
Look,
Let me
it's a
ask
state of
you.
mind. Okay.
I'm going to ask you this. In the meantime, I do agree with you on the referendum, by the way. I completely agree that there should be a referendum. Let people choose where they
Mm,
want to be. I
mm.
agree with it. We did it in the UK here. It didn't work as far as I'm concerned. That's my own personal opinion. But
It's still agitating.
never mind about the UK. I feel like Nigerian at some point needs a referendum. But in
Mm,
the meantime, what is the way forward? Because, like you, my brother, I want to go
mm,
home. I am
mm,
tired of the cold. I want to go to
mm,
my country where it is sunshine 247. I want to go
mm,
home. What is the
mm.
way forward in the
The way
meantime?
forward is not to participate, is civil disobedience, and that is not participating in the election.
It's not going to
Don't
work. No,
why?
that's not going to
Why?
work. That's
Why?
rebellion. If you say people shouldn't vote, that will not
Yeah.
work.
But you are voting and you're still crying. How many
No,
times?
no, no, no,
What?
no.
No,
I
no.
don't
Let's
think
go
that's
back.
right.
What is right?
You
The
saying
last
civil
election.
disobedience and not voting. If we don't vote,
Yes.
let me tell you something. You're an Igbo man, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, let me tell you something. This is where Hausa and the Fulanis were smart, those of us that are in the east and in the south and west. If you say don't vote because someone like you who is
Mm,
advocating for referendum,
mm,
sectionality and all that,
okay.
the Hausa man and the Fulani man, they will vote. All their wives, there are 7 wives or 10 wives will vote.
Mm,
All their
okay.
children and their goats and cows will vote, and they will
Yes.
elect the next leader, and there will still be no referendum. How does it pay
No.
you?
What is it in the constitution regarding if they don't have enough voting in a certain region? If everybody was to join hands,
No,
they
no,
don't
no,
have.
no, no. It won't work. It's not
It
going to
won't
work.
work.
Nigerians are not ready. You're saying people should
They're
sit,
not
sit
ready.
out and not
Exactly.
join in.
Exactly. That's the problem. They're not ready.
No.
They are happy being suffering and smiling. The
If
time is
you
now to
if you
wake up.
if you had told me
Stop.
that people should put hands together now and elect Peter Obi,
Yeah.
I will believe you. But saying that they shouldn't vote, that's the wrong message now.
It's the
It's the wrong
right
message.
message. Other countries do it. They've done it to end apartheid and
You think it's
civil
gonna work in
unjust.
Nigeria?
Did they not work in America to end civil rights on unjust civil rights in the US in the 60s? Did
They
they not
didn't
end
vote for
slavery?
that. It was not a vote. It was
Huh?
advocacy. It was an expression and
Exactly.
advocacy. We are talking about a
Exactly. They
democracy. Nigeria
boycotted
is a democracy.
attending the transport system. That's a civil disobedience, and it worked. It worked. This is
For real, you came
civil.
back. I think you want to say something to this our brother that he's so passionate.
Yes, yes, exactly. I really want to say something. In as much as I
Okay.
agree with him, 50, I'm only going to agree with him 50%. The reason I'm saying that I know is I will not totally put the blame on the British people, because the issue with Nigeria is deeper than the deeper than we being mixed with the Hausas. I understand his feelings, and I'm not kind of saying I'm not
They, they,
condemning
they
him,
control
but
everything in Nigeria. Let me ask you, why is it that one tribe
okay.
control everything in Nigeria? One tribe.
We're not debating that. We agree on that
We,
too.
we're not debate. I'm not debating with you on that. That is the
We agree
truth.
with you,
But
my brother.
we agree with you on that. But the core issue why we're here today is based on individual leadership. I think the problem with Nigeria is not bended on that alone, because we have, like somebody said in the comment section, that even if you separate Nigeria, that the Yoruba nation will still be corrupt.
Hey, Chineke.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
was
know
what.
how
Yeah,
much?
Um,
For real, let me give you an example.
yeah.
You just mentioned
But let
something
me
now
no,
that
sorry, can I
let
ask something quickly? Let me ask, I
yeah.
need to go back to this point. Oh, if we separate, we'll still have these corrupt leaders within our region. But
Oh
let me
yes.
ask you something. Huh? Let me go into that point. Because you know your people, yes? You know your village people, you know them, you know how they think. But can I reason the same way with the people in the north? They cannot reason the same way as me. So how can you come?
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you, but I wanted you to just know something before you continue. You have to understand the agreement that these Nigerians had with the British people before you talk about this reparation and everything. If we
What's the
go back
agreement?
to, first of all, if there was something that I can't remember this Hausa man name, that before the all independent thing, it was the Northerners that was feeding the whole of
Tafawa
Nigeria.
Balewa.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You believe that?
Tafawa Balewa.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
feeding the whole Nigeria. Oh my God! You don't know that Nigeria is built on life? The North was feeding the whole of Nigeria. Come on, my sister, you have to go back to that history where
Yeah.
you got that information from. That's very wrong. It's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Okay. Yeah. But would you believe that this whole thing that is caused that we're complaining about is specific made from your side, made from the Yoruba, and top people in every part of the nation that came to agree that this thing should be like this. I mean, I'm not condemning Igbo. I just want you to know this. I'm not condemning Igbo. But the truth is that the biggest betrayers of the Igbo, even if during the war, is the Igbos that still betrayed the Igbos. So how do you
That's
even want to separate?
that's correct.
Let's look at what happened during the 1960 war.
Which region doesn't betray
They
betray
betray one another.
their own
That's the
self?
point we are trying to make.
Everybody
That's what
RBL,
betrays
that's
themselves.
what we're saying, that is the problem of Nigeria. It's not that we cannot even separate. It's this problem of we betraying ourselves all the
in
time.
China betrayal, that's
Oh
what we
my.
are saying. So you see the way you are saying that you want to go back, but you don't want to go back because you don't
Yeah.
feel like you are in Nigeria, you feel like you are a Biafran.
No,
And that's
Nigeria is
okay.
not safe. They are sending military to go and hunting and killing
I
my
understand what you're
people.
saying.
And you're telling
I,
me I should be a Nigerian?
no, I'm
I'm
not
not like
saying telling you to be a Nigerian. No, I'm not. I will
they
never
said
do that.
military. The military was formed to kill the indigenous people in Nigeria. They're not formed to fight external wars. This is a country you're advocating. Well, we should join politics,
No,
and they're
nobody's
killing people,
advocating. No,
hunting them,
no,
and
no, no, no.
slaughtering them
I
down.
think you're getting it
And you
wrong now,
think
my
Peter
brother.
Obi will
I
come and
want to
start
ask you.
this?
I want to ask you a question. Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
You know, we admire the Americans a lot. You have to understand the kind of sacrifice these Europeans and the Americans have paid to get to where they are today. An American man would rather kill the president if they want to abolish the gun law. An average American is ready to die. I've seen white people putting fire on themselves just because they want a certain law.
No, do you know
Now,
why the gun law exists in the
let
US?
me just finish first.
It's
I
to
want to
fight
ask you a question. I
tyranny.
need you to really
No, no,
answer
no.
these questions.
When they
I'm
wrote the
asking you a question.
okay,
Hello, sir. I want to ask
yeah,
you a question. The reason why I
okay.
want to ask you this question is because you made a statement concerning and you say I'm a Nigerian. It is wrong
No,
for you to, I'm sorry, but it is wrong for you to say that, because if everybody wants to live, if everybody is like you, there will never be solution. Some people will have to be ready to give up their life for country to go forward. And if we're not ready to do that, if we're not ready to give our life, if we're not ready to die, if we're not ready to shed blood, the country will not move forward.
But hold
The
on, wait, hold on. Look, let's go
yeah.
to Mazin Namdekan. Mazin Namdekan, did you know he used
okay.
to be a
I feel
member
like
of?
hello, LBL,
Can I just say something
RBL.
quickly? I need to
Hello.
answer her question.
Okay.
Mazin Namdekan used to be a member of APGA. From there, when he
Yes, I know.
realized that, yes, he joined Nigerian politics because he believed in Nigeria. There was a time he believed in one Nigeria. When he saw that Nigeria was a basket case, that's when he realized that the only solution is self-determination.
Yeah.
Ojukwu went to Aburi to say,
I,
look, we need to
RBL.
restructure this Nigeria.
Can I come in?
Give
RBL.
self-determination to the various regions. Let them manage themselves. They said no. They went and had to go and slaughter 5 million of my people. And today,
Indiama, I have to come in. Okay, let me come in. I'll be here. Indiama say they are digressing. They digress and to be even myself, I'm lost. We have someone that is a Biafran in the house. He's very passionate. And to be honest, RBL, I feel your pain. I understand where you are coming from. Okay? Honestly, I do. But I don't agree with some of your suggestions because you are saying that it's like you are saying once we go our sectional ways and Nigeria is divided, all the problem is solved. It is not.
It's not.
It's not. I don't agree with that. But I do agree that Nigeria, what you said about Nigerian as it is now not agreeing to be Nigeria in the first place, that it was the British people that put us together. And that's why if you go and watch the show that I did when the Queen died and Nigerians were mourning, I was like, Sheyi, are you guys okay? Why what are you mourning for? Do you know what these people did to us? Abia, I'm not lying to you. I'm not Biafran. I don't even
Mm.
know where I am now because I'm in the
Can I ask you,
minority
what
group.
is the solution? What's the solution, do you think?
The solution
What's the way
is
forward? Yeah.
I don't even know whether I know the solution. For
What about
now, the
restructuring?
immediate,
You believe in restructuring?
of course, I do.
In what
Auntie
kind of
B,
restructuring do you
Auntie
believe?
B, Auntie B, I want to believe this is the kind of solution we need. We
Okay.
need a military-like person. Like, I don't know if you
Oh,
know about the
God.
Chinese, what is happening in China now.
Buhari is
Even countries
military.
like Dubai. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not military, but you see, it's like someone just took the responsibility to be making laws and insisting that things happen. We need that kind of leader. As far as I'm concerned, there are things Peter Obi should focus on on certain
The
necessary
immediate
things
solution,
like
for real,
light.
the
Yeah, huh?
immediate solution, Albert asked me a question. What is the immediate solution? Let's all rally around support. Unfortunately, we
Peter
cannot
Obi.
vote because we are in the diaspora. The most the
Yeah.
most eligible candidate that we feel can
Okay.
even try is Peter
Let
Obi.
me, sorry, I need to ask this question, please. You say that Peter Obi, I believe that Peter Obi is the new messiah for Nigeria. Everybody seems to be going around saying, Peter
Is
Obi is
our
the,
hope. Is our hope.
okay,
He's
okay.
Don't
What is
take
his
our
the
hope
answer?
away.
brightest person we have at the
Hold
Abiel,
on.
please
moment.
don't take
Okay,
our hope away.
what is his answer in towards into the insecurity, to terrorism of Boko Haram, Fulani hurt people? What's
Now
his
you are
answer
going
to
out.
those things?
You are going.
I'm not,
Calm down
because
now. Be
he's the
coming
Messiah,
down.
but one of the main problems people are having is the
Be coming
insecurity.
down.
So,
We didn't say he's the Messiah. We say he's the best among the less.
okay, so what is his solution towards those areas
So
of
you don't
the
believe that he's
insecurity?
the best among
He's
him
not.
and
Sorry, I
He's
want to say,
stood by the
did you
British
listen
government.
to Peter Obi's interview with
He's
this lady,
stood by the British government.
this
What was he
YouTube
doing
lady?
outside the number 10 Downing Street? Tell me that. What was he doing there?
ha the baton. You don't even support your Peter Obi again. Okay. All right. This conversation is not going to end. I can see that you are extremely on this, so I'm going to let you go because I want to end it. One word from you, for real, so that I can end.
Yeah, one word I'll say with regards to this brother is we have to still find we don't have a choice than to hope as a
Ha!
true human being
You
and as a
cannot
true
take hope
Nigerian.
away from people. If you take
You
hope
cannot
away from them,
exactly
you've
then
taken everything
evidence is
away.
there. So
Now you're
that's
saying that
one
we
thing I
cannot
want
even
to say.
hope on Peter Obi. Peter Obi was in number 10. Egbami. I don't understand this uncle. Mhm.
Mrs. Samuel say go and ask Mr. Obi.
Because this is someone here. This is Peter Obi supporter. He's saying that
Yeah,
even Peter Obi, all he's saying, well, I understand where he's coming from. I understand his passion. I understand his pain. I'm sorry, my brother RBL. Honestly, I do. I do. You're an Igbo man. You say you don't believe in Nigeria. You believe that Nigeria was put together by the British colonies because for their own selfish interests, they gave the power to the North. I agree. It's true. Everything you said is true. But you cannot just say and come and say people should not vote. We need to get
exactly.
involved in the process. That is the way you make changes from inside. When you are inside, that's when you can change. You cannot change from outside. Showore tried. Where did he end? You cannot change from
Prison.
outside and say people should prison. God bless you. You cannot say let's change it from outside. People shouldn't vote. The last time they told people not to vote, they should sit at home in the east. You saw what happened.
Buhari
You
became
cannot
a
tell people not to
president.
vote. We need to get involved. That is the only way you can make real changes. You cannot just say let's sit
Exactly.
at home and not vote because it's British government that gave us this. They gave us this government. We don't. Even Peter Obi is not the solution. Yeah, he's not the messiah. But we start from somewhere. So you need to manage your expectation, my brother. Manage your expectation. We need to start somewhere. You cannot ask for Nigeria to divide like this because even Biafra happened. Where did it end? Because you are one of those people that believed in the extreme pay. We need to just divide Nigeria overnight. You need to make the changes from within. How many of you watched that movie? There's an Indian movie on Netflix when they were talking about how Indian colonized, how Britain colonized India. What's the RIR? Is it RRR? They call that movie. The guy went into the army. He told his people, they thought he's turned against them, but he was trying to make changes from within. There's a lot of lesson. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to go and watch it. You cannot change anything from outside. You can't say Peter Obi, I think you are a bit extreme. Yeah, RRI is a movie that I recommend to everybody. I'm not being paid. This is free publicity. Your vote is your power. If you don't vote, you have no power. And you are sitting in diaspora. It reminds me of what there's one person that was sent to jail a while ago in the UK here because of all these things I was saying. He was saying some nasty things about Fulani and Hausa people. He was saying something about Igbo people and everything. You can't sit in the diaspora and tell people in Nigeria not to vote. You are doing them a disservice because all you do in the diaspora, you sit down here and you talk. They are the ones that are feeling the reality of everything that is happening to them every day. You still have electricity 24 hours, you have water, you got a job, you can pay your bills, you can eat, you can feed your children. So don't do that, please. Our people are going through a lot. If you want to be extreme, go to Biafra and show that you are extreme. Like now, even in Namdi, with everything that you are saying now, he was extradited to Nigeria. All the fight that he said he was fighting, why was he not fighting in Nigeria? He was fighting it abroad. They removed him and brought him to Nigeria to jail him. I don't agree with what they did to him, but what I'm saying is that if you're not feeling the pain of your people, please don't discourage them from voting. You're asking for a referendum. It hasn't happened yet. And you're saying don't vote because Peter Obi is not the Messiah. Yeah, he might not be the Messiah, but this is what we got. We got to work with what we have. Would you prefer Emilokon? Or you want to prefer Atiku that is a thief that everybody knows? Am I here? You know, say when they cop, it be like say when they copy Peter Obi, your sensors they go off. Once they copy Peter Obi, you go show for them.
Yes, absolutely. I just they come out for my this thing political. I just they come out. That's to say you see day live because I saw
Women
your
leader.
no, like I saw your notification. Now say I can't say, oh, make me just enter. I can't hear somebody they talk about Biafra, they talk about fighter. Now say what? But no, and I'm coming in hot because this is a very sensitive issue. You cannot
Yes.
be in the obodo and then be clamoring for people to be fighting. Be on the ground with your strength and your full chest and be fighting, even within the Biafra. And with all due respect to all my Biafran brothers and sisters, I feel your pain. I know the history, but you cannot be in the obodo while you're asking people to be on the street fighting. You are not there. Miss, do
Let me
you
tell
know
you,
what is going on? Even within the Biafra, people don't agree within themselves. Come on now.
wait now,
Sister B, talk.
Margaret say that Kanu was in Nigeria and they almost deleted him. That is how to know a good leader. If you lay your
Exactly.
life down, then we'll believe in your mission. Why you run?
Exactly.
I
When
beg,
you run,
leave matter.
do you understand?
Abeg, leave
The Kanu they inside there, they lock him up now. Guess what? All waiting the man talk. Now true. He exposed and the man was speaking the truth for all Nigerians. It wasn't even about just Biafra. That's the funny thing about this thing. And the man himself has come out and is always talking about his people should be peaceful. Some people go just come online, all they know now, divide. If you divide, you ready to fight the fight? That's the
No, they
question.
dey abroad. That is the problem. They dey abroad. They no go dey there to dey fight the fight, and na their people go suffer. I feel like
Exactly.
something. People where they always talk say, "Me we just fight." Then you need to go back to history and find out what happened to your people the last time when they fight.
Thank you.
So please, if you are not on ground and you are saying this, please don't say it because people are already suffering. Don't make their suffering worse, please.
It's very, very difficult for people right now. Very difficult. And the whole society is now understanding that Peter Obi is the solution. Did we say he's a messiah? The man himself has told you he's not perfect. He's only coming there to do the work. Give him a chance. You want to be on your own, no problem. Me, I believe, say everybody did their corner, they make their money. I believe that. But until we get a common sense person, we have nothing to discuss. There is nothing. Which fight you want fight? How many bish they grant when people want to fight? You think in America we dey for Nigeria? Make people suffer. I beg, make everybody hold their sentiment. If you know say you know dey ground, they push for this momentum. Make
Like
this man
Showore Kuku relocate from
exactly.
America,
He
go Nigeria,
relocate,
go
he
join
dey
them.
there, they fight.
I will
He dey
respect
there,
him
they
for that
fight
because he's right there. He
forever.
don't go jail. He don't go jail. From
Exactly.
he no care. He's dedicated his life. He's left his father, mother, children, wife,
Children, everything.
That is
No
a
be
real
ris-
activist. Don't stay in the
Yes.
background with telling people not to vote. I beg.
Exactly. How can you be saying that when people are literally campaigning at the show? I see one village for inside those states, one for inside Afema, for inside North, right? For the woman, old woman, if they tell people about Peter Obi, everybody, there's a tsunami of Peter Obi people, movement going on. Are you kidding me?
My brother-in-law yesterday was telling us he has a hotel in Calabar. Yeah, he's a doctor. He's a medic. He's a GP here in the UK, medical doctor.
Right.
And he was telling us. He was telling my husband. He said that he wants to leave his hotel for Labour Party to do any campaign, any strategy they want to do. He was even telling my husband. He said, "You know what? Because he invested so much in Nigeria, and Nigerian investment now disappointment
We know.
disappointment over there. And at the end of the day, he was saying that, you know what, even though I don't want to go to Nigeria because I feel so disappointed in everything I put in there, it's not working. I didn't know, but he said, I want to go and vote because I have PVC. These are people that believe in Nigeria.
I said they go, Sister B. I get my own PVC. I found it one many months ago. You see the way I was dancing.
Where you
Because
for the PVC?
my PVC. I do PVC when I go Nigeria. You get one time when I go Nigeria, they do PVC drive. I can't do. I just do for the sake of doing it. Now I just it don't reach like 2 months when I said besides I danced that day. They go Nigeria go vote. We shall be. I'm telling you, they go. Are you kidding me? This movement or more. Peter Obi must win. You don't understand though. Ankara, I go buy my Ankara, I go swan. We are ready to party come February. Are you kidding me? That new Nigeria must show. Do you know how wonderful Nigerians are? Do you understand the capacity we have as a people? We don't even know what we get as Nigerians. That country must move forward, whether they like them or not. Light don't come. Darkness cannot stand it. What did they happen to the other opposite parties now? They beat each other upside the head. Now, so it go be until February. People are giving up their things to go. You know how many people are going back to Nigeria to vote? Hey, Sister B, it's real, oh. It's Peter Obi or nothing. If Peter Obi or not, I'm telling you, because he's the only one.
What has that brother was saying, Pay going to number 10, which is our White House here, Pay. What is it did you go and do at number 10? What has that got to do with anything? Can you become a successful president in Nigeria without liaising with all these colonial people?
Sister B, Peter Obi is a millionaire on his own, unquestionable. You cannot question his. The man, the who is who in London know him. They know the man already. Mr. Obi may day up for the London. So what is he talking about? Do you now because camera captured that one? You don't know what the man went to. The man is a representative of the black race. Believe it or not, take this to the bank. The man is not even just fighting. Only the Danshiki. Only. That tells you something. He even said it in one of his interviews. It's about the black race. Do people understand this moment is history, that it is very crucial? You cannot sit on the sidelines in these times that we're in. It's either you just sit down quietly and watch people, let them do what they need to do, but don't come and be preaching division. When you have the opportunity to, you slide in, divide. Divide with what? People are literally...
the one they pay me, now the one people where they abroad, where they tell people for Nigeria what to do. I know
exactly.
Like that. It's very painful to me. I don't like it. You are not feeling
painful.
Their pain. You are lying on your bed every night with electricity. You are eating food every day. You eat McDonald's every day. How dare you tell people in Nigeria what to do? It's not
That's what they do. That is exactly what they do. When they go on these platforms, they'll be telling people, hey, vote this person. Vote, we are going to divide. We are going to divide. Where are the people, literally, as we speak, there are parts of every community in Nigeria that is delete, they go on a daily basis.
People not vote. They should sit it out. So you want people to win.
You want
You want Tinubu
exactly.
and Atiku to win.
Thank you. So that they will sell off the remaining infrastructures that you and I have. The remaining commonwealth that you and I and our children and the ones coming after that they have. You want them to come and just finish it. You want Nigeria to be the drug headquarters for other countries. You want drug barons, money launderers, cultists, all the name it, demonic things to be running rampant and holding the affairs of your community. You are
I
not
think
even.
we need
Hello.
to manage our expectations.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
as much as
Yes.
I agreed with him when he came. I agreed with him that Nigeria as it is, we are more likely. I don't think it's definite because he is so sure that once Nigeria break, everything will work. And I say, Mbabu, na lie, far foul,
Foul.
as the Budaya will say, it's far foul.
All the
Break it
enemies
into
will
3, 4.
crawl
We still
in.
not work. Okay, why are the states not
Yes.
working then?
Thank you.
Good example. Why are state government not working? If you think that dividing Nigeria is the solution, we just need to break na. And I'm not saying
Thank
that we
you.
shouldn't have a referendum. Why are state government not working?
Thank you.
Before Obaseki came to Edo State, do you know how civil servants in Edo State were suffering? 6 months, they will not pay them salary. Pensioners, you pension. You'll be pensioned for 2 years, you will not get your gratuity, you will not get your pensions. All those old men and women, they were deleting earlier. Do you know what the average lifespan is in Nigeria? So please, whatever we think is me personally, I think there are immediate solutions, short-term and long-term, right? The short-term solution now is that we need to encourage our people to vote right,
That
to
is
vote
it.
with their conscience. Don't collect bag of rice or Ankara and vote for tips. And then short and long-term solution is, okay, let's look at it holistically as a nation. Referendum. Okay, let's have a referendum. If people decide to go, now British government put us together. We didn't want to be together. I agree with that completely. But I still strongly believe, that dividing Nigeria is not the solution that will make them to be accountable, even if they are different 3 countries in one. The average
there'll be
Nigerian that is there,
divisions.
that is a politician that is corrupt and greedy, will continue to be greedy.
Yes. And it will be worse then. It will be worse. Even within the same communities, there's division. Within the same Biafra, there's division. Look at every community in Nigeria. Where is there no disagreement? Where is there no divisions? I mean, these people that are doing these things, that are in the abroad, drinking Starbucks coffee, crossing their leg, wearing sweater during the winter, they are not on the ground seeing that there's no electricity, there's no water. Do you know how much bag of rice is now? People
Yes, I hear it's
cannot buy food anymore.
45,000 now today. 45,000.
It has increased to 55. 45,
So
you get where it depends.
by
It depends
Christmas,
on
you
the.
go reach 100,000. How many people
Yes.
that is somebody's salary? That's your whole month's salary.
30K is the minimum wage. Which is 30K if we buy you? You are taking, they earn 30K with family of maybe 2. You will not even feel afford to buy bag of rice. That make sense. And people will come here and they'll be looking for platforms to just quickly insert their ideology. Go and meet your people and be doing your ideology until we get a common sense leader. That thing when you look for, you know, go see am. Not because all the fight, where he don't carry us reach. Where he don't carry us reach. Not be here we dey. Now look me, look you. See where we dey today. The country is overtaken with flood. People cannot even enter their homes again. As at yesterday, they delete people. Come on now. People will be saying things. This man has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. The man says he will listen to all agitators. What do you want here again? If they hungry you, if this thing liquid when the people body they hungry you, go find where you go take feed your hunger. Not be here. Not be looking for ways to just.
If you want to agitate, do like Shawore. Move to Nigeria.
Thank you. Move. That's it. Be there. Be wrestling with them, Sister B. That's not what
you go to jail and come back many times. You don't stay in the abroad and be talking. I don't listen to you like that. No.
Exactly. You know that in the entire of Lagos now, drugs don't take over most of the places in Lagos. How did it get that bad? You don't ask questions. The NDLA, what is their job? There are literally young people that are on this.
NDLA, not be there serve the corruption day. Are you kidding me? EFCC, not be DSF. Brother Patrick talked about Bureau of Something Conduct. I be waiting they call them public conduct. I be federal character. All of them are corrupt. It is
All
rotten from down to from
to the
top to bottom,
core.
and it is not limited to tribe. It is not, oh, now only Hausa people corrupt.
For where?
It's a cremado Hausa. It's not only a cremado. All of everywhere in Nigeria now is the same. It's not tribe, it's not religion, it's not one particular kinikon. It's all across. It's a culture. Let me put it that way.
It is. Yes. It is. So we need to be careful. It is Peter the Rock Obi. When we get a common sense leader, then you can go and agitate forever. If you not say, okay, I want referendum, don't me, no problem. That time you can go peacefully. None of your people you will not lose any one of your people. As it is now, you're losing people on a daily. Come on, have some mercy. There are people who still have unresolved. They've not even settled their emotions because of the loss that they have encountered. And you're asking for more of it, and you are not
Who
there.
is settling these people that suffered from all this flooding that we had now recently?
Who's what? Settling? Peter Obi has gone round, giving money.
I'm talking about assistance in terms of resettling them, accommodation, all the loss of their property, their livelihood, everything.
So,
Peter Obi cannot do it now.
Of course.
He can't do it.
Yes.
Is this not the job of the state government? That's why I'm telling you that people that are always agitating for a referendum, let's separate, it will solve the problem. It will not.
It will never. It won't.
Because the state government have failed completely.
Completely, woefully. Nothing is working. There's no system.
Worse than the federal. They are worse.
Yes, they are worse. They are not federal governments. Federal governments they are non-existent. The money that's meant for the federal government, they enter government purse. If they enter your state government purse, I mean, more will leave matter for Matthias, sister.
On top of that, the federal government, they give state money every month. They get their allocation.
Yeah, they give
salaries. They don't pay salaries. They thief all the money.
Yes, now.
What if you heard this? Once we get referendum, we get 3 country go solve. Solve.
It go even worse. It go worse because at that time they go realize say which day for year. Person they tell me say even for their side when come from the west, person they tell and say not really come from the side when it come from not be the same. May they go their way within the west.
Make I tell you something, Amaye. If Nigeria eventually get to that position where there is referendum, we decide to go as separate, the only part where go work. Make I tell you the only part for free where go work. If Nigeria break, not.
Yes. Because
why?
They've had a rudimentary. Yes.
Jesus.
Agree.
Northerners that they follow.
Loyalists.
Jesus.
Yes.
Anything when all those their elite people tell them, they go use religion, they go tell they believe their country go work. Matters. Me say the average purpose go they okay, they go feel enslaved, it no matter, but it will work because
of course
they
because
have
it's
them
an old
control. But you see, South and East and West, forget that one. We too know. I too know too much.
It's too much. Exactly. Exactly. So, Omobolale Akiyemi Obe, guess what? It is this social media that brought the awareness. So, when Peter Obi wins, all of them go hug Transformer. Okay? If you are part of those people following Agbado and the Mikanos, you people will hug Transformer. Or better yet, start packing your load now because we are running you out.
Wait. At least you are trying. What are you doing, Amabola? What are you doing? What are you doing? At least Amoye is campaigning vigorously. She's on her channel every day preaching. She's attending a town hall meeting. She's doing. What are you doing? It's people that do nothing that always have. I beg, keep quiet. Go enter house.
Make it enter house, my sister. No fish shots. I don't want to buy. I go buy my shoibi. Maybe we take party or come February.
It's good for you to stand for something and believe in what you stand for. What do you stand for? Make us see what you stand for.
Attire. Attire, my sister.
We see you, Jare. We see you.
Thank you.
Obedient. We are obedient.
Yes. Obediently used. You know see our candidate wife. Oh my God. Hey, pepe. Oh my God, tomato juice. To the one is from Akwa Ibom. Now your in-law, now your sister-in-law,
It's a
Akwa
lie.
Ibom woman. Oh my
I never
God, if you
see
see
wife.
her,
I never ever see his wife
pepperless.
before.
Oh my God. For that Benue this thing, find them for YouTube. Find them for if you go Insta, Twitter, just type Twitter search, just type Peter Obi, you'll see the pictures. Omo to Sean, tomato, just Assam pepper. Hey, I see beauty. I say, man, this man carry I enter market. If you see the
Anybody where
woman,
supports Tinubu and Atiku.
now so that they war up and down the place. From their skin, from deep down.
Now Chris Messi just have bring out picture of Atiku. He say they use bleaching cream. See his leg like cockroach on his leg.
Now FFK put picture of Mikano and
Oh
Dino together. I can't
Obarin
put
Kong.
Caro White. You can't put Caro White screen.
Caro White president. You want Caro White president now? I know.
I'm telling you. I beg you. Obedient all the way.
We see you.
My
At least you are
sister.
doing something. You are trying.
Oh, my
we see
sister,
you.
by the grace of
Well
God, now
done.
God they give person strength. Thank you very much, Sister B. Thank you
You're
for all you
welcome.
do. I see you love enough with your
I don't know, say
boo.
you even
I
see
saw
us
that
with all this
video.
obedient work. I don't know, say you still didn't see
I
anything.
see they see am now. When I get time, when I dey rest, when I lie down, I go just say, Sister B, let me go and get caught up on gist. I'll come, I say, hey, see love. Oh. Hey,
People say we begin to look alike. They say me and daddy why they look alike.
una don
I
dey
say,
look. I want talk that thing now.
not
Una
true.
true dey. I'm telling you, when
We look
people don
alike.
dey,
They
una
say
dey
people
look
don't marry
alike.
for a long time. They look alike. Not true.
Yes, na so, na true.
Yeah.
When una don marry for long, una cause that's what my parents did. They not say looking alike. That's
Now,
how
so
it is.
a
Yeah.
lot of people they comment for that picture say we look alike. I say sure. How would they
Yes,
look
una don
alike?
dey look. But I love the love between you. I really, really respect your husband, sister. Be help me greet am especially.
Thank you.
That man listens. When that's your TikTok one when you do, I listen to Ram. I can't follow up because I said, let me go and find out. True. And now you now did a video, I think. You did a
Yes,
video
I
and
did.
then you went out for dinner yesterday, right?
Yes.
So I went and I saw the video. I said, man, Sister B, you're a blessed woman. Your husband is a wonderful man. He listened. And he didn't even,
He
act
doesn't
a
like
certain way.
wahala.
Oh my
He's
God,
trying
God
to
bless
avoid
him.
wawulence. He didn't want wawulence.
No, but guess what though? He could have still ignored you. You know what I mean? Like he could have just, found a way, but he listened. That's the whole thing. I really, really appreciate that about that man. God bless him and keep him
Amen.
long. Keep him long with good health and strength and wealth. No. Now man, now you marry. God go bless you. Take her enter market. I beg greet her for us. So may you take care of farm. Daddy wa. Daddy wa. Oh.
Daddy wa.
All right, Sister B. Thank you so much. I love you.
Take it
Thanks
easy,
for
my
all you
darling. I
do.
love you. It's nice
Sure.
to see you again.
Same
Chai,
here.
advocate. We need to change Omoye's name to advocate Omoye. Omoye. Hey, aluta continua. Thank you so much, Omoye. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was really, really nice. It was nice. It was nice. We thank God for his mercies. Long-term marriages are not easy. Oh. If you've been married for 10, 15, 20 years, it's not a joke. But God is helping us. God is helping us. It's good to listen to one another. So, yeah. So, we are going to end the matter here today. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. Please give us a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this conversation. It's not an easy one. Okay? It's not about relationship, it's about governance, it's about our country. But we all love where we come from. Whether you believe that you are Oduduwa Republic, you are Biafra, or wherever you come from. We are all, we all love where we come from. And like Barry said, we are looking forward to a day where we can return. Me, the one issue I have is that I don't want to grow old in this country and remain. I don't want to be 70 years and stay in this country. Òtútù yóò dáa. Kò dáa lára, kò mà dáa rárá. Eh? At 70, I'll be carrying shopping trolley and be dragging bag. Only me will be cooking. Only me will be doing. Kí ló dé? When I can be relaxing in Nigeria and I will have one more that you will call, they will do this or you will be living and going out sun 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. Kí ló dé? So Nigeria needs to work. Not just for people who live in Nigeria, but for those of us who live in diaspora and we love where we come from and we want to go back. And that is why this politician, all these politicians, God will continue to expose them. May the Lord help our country. May the Lord help us. Thank you very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up before you leave. I appreciate all my callers. It got heated towards the end, but it's one of those things. Shagun, Shagun, you are. I'm seeing your comments. You're one of those pessimists about Nigeria. You've lost hope completely. You don't have any hope for Nigeria at all. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ now. We have nowhere else to go to. You know the funny thing? No matter how long we stay here, they don't accept us as one of them. We are still that foreigner. They will ask you that question. Where are you from originally? Originally. When you start, yeah, they will ask you that question. Where are you from originally? I don't know what you mean, Shagun. What's that? What did you say? Nigeria? What's that? I don't know what's that. I don't understand what you mean. We have a lot of trolls tonight. I don't know what you mean by that. But it's okay. Bele, it is well with you. May God help you in whatever you are dealing with. God will help you and see you through. We are okay right here. Where we are here, over here, we are all right. Shagun, God will help you. Whatever you are dealing with, you are struggling with, ask that the peace of God will come upon you. It is well with every one of us. May God help our country. May God heal our land. It is well. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate you. I love you guys very much. Give us a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you very much. On Sunday, I am back. I have a guest on Sunday, and we are going to talk about dating. Yes. Neka, you say Shago is a troll. Sad people everywhere. Yeah, they must really be sad. When a man is a troll, it's even worse. Honestly, I struggle with men being trolls. Honestly, don't you have better things to do? Any man that is a troll must be broke. That's the way I see it. Honestly, I'm in such a good place today. Nobody can annoy me. Honestly, where I am now after that dinner with Daddy Y yesterday, and everything that happened, I'm in such a good place. Nobody can provoke me today. Could it work? So on Sunday, I'm back and I have a guest. We are going to talk about dating. Somebody did a video once upon a time and said that Nigerian men in the UK or black men in the UK and in one in Ireland, there's a difference. Very, very funny situation. You will laugh and fall down. I posted it on my Instagram page a few weeks ago. We're going to talk about it, and I'm bringing my friend. And we are going to be sharing stories, funny stories about dating in the UK versus Ireland. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Everything that happened afterwards, Ochinye, it was very good. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, honeymoon all over again. Oh my God. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up. And join us on Sunday night, 7 p.m. We'll be here. I'll be here with Dio's Word to talk about so many stories about dating. All right. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. God bless you. Bye, guys. Bye.